Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to our here on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media of WWE Day 1, Monday Night Raw. On our commentary call, as we have for all our WWE shows, the Simple Man with the Spectacular Voice, Noah Foster, the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Gentlemen, it's the first of the year. So, what's up, everybody? How are we doing after last night?
In the last 2 days, we have literally seen the world end. We have celebrated 100 episodes of Open Mic Night, begun the 5th anniversary of the Multiverse of Media, and here we are on day 1 to see what kind of offering Papa H's Monday Night Raw has in store for us to kick off 2024.
Doesn't get more of a crazier start than that, guys. Without further ado, as of course time waits for nobody, and we are together in this forever. Let's get right into it. So with that being said, hello everybody and Happy New Year and welcome to Monday Night Raw. It is always a pleasure to be here once again with you fine ladies, gentlemen, in the chat and on screen. You know what this is, folks, by now, for I am the Simple Man of the Simple Brand, the voice of JMN, then now forever great professional wrestling and starting to appreciate sports entertainment. Damn it. And my name is Noah Foster. With me, as always, is the man whose name is not a marquee, but he's the founder, Jeff Mother of Meacham. And, of course, the Renegade Wrestling, my color analyst in all things WWE, JJ Williams. Gentlemen, Happy New Year. Let's begin WWE's 2024.
Happy New Year to you, good sir. It is awesome to be here. It is awesome to begin the new year. Looks like we got Michael Cole and Wade Barrett in the ring to kind of kick things off. Doing things a little bit differently today. So I don't know if you can know, I can't hear anything that's being said because we don't want our headset microphones to pick anything up.
Of course.
So we're literally just reacting to what we are seeing on the screen. We got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship coming up this evening.
Absolutely. A rematch from Crown Jewel when Drew McIntyre took his shot and came up short. And also tonight, the WWE Women's World Championships on the line as Rhea Ripley defends against Diamond Mines Ivy Nile in a first time ever one-on-one encounter.
This is literally your NXT versus my NXT, damn it.
Yeah.
Battling for the women's championship. And then, of course, the rumor who the former champion is going to be that's going to appear tonight. There is definitely heavy speculation going around the internet. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will be live.
Yeah. Who knows what he has to say after Shinsuke Nakamura's really personal insults towards his family and his legacy and being misted in the face. Shades of Great Muda. The American Nightmare takes the mic tonight. But first things first, as the man has once again come around to town, we're starting off with the big time Bex.
A match that is 5 years in the making since Nia Jax broke Becky Lynch's nose. Finally being able to get their hands on each other to get some retribution is the man here this evening.
A match, as you said, with years of pent-up history, frustration, and hostility. While one's been pretty much lost in the shovel constantly, the man still ascended to greatness. To your point, it was November 12, 2018, 6 days before Survivor Series. In the war that became Raw vs. SmackDown, the man came in from the blue brand, and all hell broke loose in the red brand. It was Nia Jax with a shot straight across the bridge of the nose to Becky Lynch that broke her face and nearly concussed her, as you see on the replay. Which, of course, denied us the inevitable match we all were waiting for at first with Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. And to this day, those two never got to face each other one-on-one. Yet it was still about the man that night versus Nia Jax's actions.
You know, and some people will argue the fact that Nia Jax helped make Becky Lynch with that one punch. Maybe Becky Lynch would not have ascended to the heights that she did in the main roster had it not been for that shot.
Well, again, Nia Jax injured. Nia Jax released. The man ascends to greatness, wins both championships in the main event, WrestleMania 35. She had a daughter, now a newfound mother. She has overcome the greatest of all time, Trish Stratus. Why these two have taken different journeys to finally make it to this point, it all will finally come ahead tonight, and that what if long ago might finally be answered. At the end of the day, we know Nia Jax breaks people, inadvertently or not. But the man, she overcomes adversity. And to be the man in the women's division of Monday Night Raw, you got to beat the man. While Nia Jax may have broke the man's face, she has yet to beat her. And we'll see tonight if Nia Jax steps up or gets shut out once for all. And to everyone out there in the chat, thank you for tuning in to the first Japanese Network Live Watch event for 2024, initially the beginning. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. If you want to dictate the conversation, don't need to dictate. Super chat's as simple as that. As we will begin with the Irresistible Force taking on the man. And you got to imagine this being the first match of WWE's 2024. This could have huge, huge year-long implications towards how these two's journey goes. Not to mention, we are officially, as far as I'm concerned, we're on the road to the Royal Rumble. And of course, Becky Lynch previously has won a Rumble. While Nia Jax has made multiple presences, she has never achieved that feat.
That's 100% factual, Noah. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about this, and you mentioned this is our first watch long for the year, first of many just for the week alone. And I think it really says something about the new year that WWE wants to try to take us in. The very first match on the very first Raw of the new year is a women's match. We also have a very heavily women-loaded card tomorrow for NXT New Year's Evil. SmackDown New Year's Revolution, not so much. We do have a women's championship match over there as well. One of the things we've been really critical about with WWE the last 365 days has been their presentation of the women's division. Could this be the start of that change?
Well, if anything has come to fruition in 2023, there's definitely been more of an aspect in the representation of the women's divisions throughout all of WWE. To start with a positive outlook is definitely a good idea, but I think right now, based on the agenda this week, I still think your NXT right now looks the strongest. I do hope that there are better things to come, and with this being the first fully fledged year of Triple H driven creative 110% all the way, it would not surprise me at all one bit. Bell rings, we are underway. The first ever WWE match 2024. Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, first time ever one-on-one encounter.
Both women just trading punches to start the show.
You hear the man chants reading out loud and proud, but Nia Jax does not give a damn about what the people think or what they want. Again, Becky Lynch, multiple time WWE Women's Champion. Again, former SmackDown Raw Women's Champion, at least 3-time Raw Women's Champion, 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and finally, of course, achieved the title that eluded her entire career at the NXT Women's Championship. Nice step of Insecurity there, rocking Nia Jax to the rope. And Becky Lynch the follow, but Nia Jax the power, scoop her up and slam her to the mat.
And Nia Jax's strength is not one that should be messed with. Becky needs to be careful here. She may be the man, but someone like Nia Jax could easily cripple her.
Well, it's one of those things where, fight with your heart versus your mind. And Becky Lynch, who definitely is being outpowered here by Nia Jax. We've seen the man overcome adversity far worse than this power being displayed by Nia Jax tonight. Of course, also tonight we have tag team action, as we will see Imperium taking on main event. Jey Uso not in the main event, and so much more to come here on Monday Night Raw as Becky Lynch is hung across the second rope. It's one of those things where you remember the classic song from End of an Era, WrestleMania 28, Fortune, Fame, Memory Remains. I felt this memory has remained in both these women's minds since 2018. It's just a matter of who's been more impacted by it, and in a negative versus a positive way. To your point, you think about the journey of these two. Nia Jax, who has her own track record of miscues, Why Becky Lynch has ascended to greatness has been pretty much on top of Monday Night Raw, for being honest, for the last several years.
That's fair, except for the time that she stepped away to have her daughter and begin her family.
Becky Lynch with the speed advantage here, but Nia Jax again, the power coming into play, just trapping the man. Oh, Becky Lynch
Huge bear hug.
Oof! Went for the sunset flip, but Nia Jax looking for the leg drop. Becky able to get out of it. Nice takedown with the snapmare. Here's the cover and a 1 count only.
Yeah. Still too early in the matchup for Becky to be able to do anything that minor of a move and be able to keep Nia down.
Well, like
they don't call her the irresistible force for no reason.
You got to neutralize that power. You got to wear down that heavy hitter, pun intended. And Becky right now looking for a Beck exploder. Are you kidding me? Way too early to figure out some move like that. Nia Jax right now wraps towards the ropes. Becky Lynch grabbing a handful of hair. Might be looking for something big here. Oh, what a stunner. Becky Lynch hugging Nia Jax out to dry. Fall again with the drop kick, pushing Nia the corner. The only thing leaving Nia on her own 2 feet while Becky's up and over to the apron. Becky still fighting back though, creating distance. Now looking for some high-risk offense here. And Becky Lynch to the top rope. Nia Jax the drop. So missile drop kick. Takes the force off her feet. Here's the cover. Is it enough? And a 2 count.
No. Huge missile drop kick there by Becky Lynch, but not enough to keep Nia Jax down. Nia shaking the cobwebs out of her head, though. Here, take a look again. Oh, we're going picture in picture. Never mind.
About to say,
thought it was going to be a replay.
Yeah, but that's all right. Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, a match that is literally 6 years in stewing. Who will get the better of this contest? Find out when we return on Monday Night Raw as we go to restaurant quality picture in picture. Again, it's always good to see you all guys here. Again, we talk about Becky Lynch, Nia Jax. We talk about presentation, perspective, representation, development, evolution. Big Samoan drop. That's devastating. Cover, hug on their leg, and a 2 count.
Becky looked like she was going to go for a coup de grace there, but ended up rolling through it and then caught with that Samoan drop.
You consider, again, who trained Becky Lynch in the first place, one Finn Balor. Not surprising that she takes something out of that playbook.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, who's on the marquee? What's on your mind? I know you're not going to give us some dumb sponsorship commercial here, so because your stuff's not dumb. Go ahead and say what's on your mind. We got a picture-in-picture here as Nia Jax right now having her way with the man for the time being. Typical commercial boy.
I know you usually wait for me to call on you, Jeff, during a commentary like this, but I have my screen right over the blocks here, so I can't see you. So
cover. Jackknife, next kick out.
You are good. I just wanted to thank everybody again for coming in tonight and enjoying the show. Sorry if I'm very sporadic in appearances, more than usual during a watch along. I know I'm usually kind of off screen doing my producer thing, but today's going to be particularly absent. Hopefully not too much longer. Hopefully I've got this, whatever I got going on here, settled down technology wise and off screen wise, but we'll see how things play out. But yeah, this is a big night. It's a big night for WWE. It's a big night for us. It's hopefully going to be even bigger if you believe the rumor innuendo and if you watch college football. So we'll see how things go, guys. Have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't worry about it, bro. We've got things handled.
Cover. Kick out. Yeah, we definitely got things handled.
Do want to give a quick shout out to Arlene and Emmanuel Dominguez who are at the show tonight as well. Arlene actually messaged me, and I don't know, Jeff, if you can hear me, if you've got that picture queued up. She sent me a picture of a sign that she has there in attendance about make sure that you watch NoDQ.com and the Jeff Meacham Network. But there we go right there. Watch NoDQ.com and the Jeff Meacham Network. So we're going to have to make sure we try to pay attention, see if that sign gets on TV. She does look like she's on the floor there, so she might be in camera view.
Again,
keep your eyes peeled at home. If everybody sees that, get a screenshot and send it to one of us.
Please and thank you. And Arlene and Emmanuel, God bless both of you. Hope you had a wonderful Happy New Year kickoff so far, too. Enjoy your time there live at Monday Night Raw. Speaking of which, we're back here. And beautiful back and jump the top, hugging both legs. And Nia Jax powers out.
And Josh, I know he showed it on Talk Wrestling. I sent it to him, but Noah hadn't seen it yet.
Take a look at this maneuver here. Oh! Transition with the power bomb, high stack for a 2 count, then following up on the top rope. Molly go round. Hook up both legs, and a 2 count again only as Nia Jax powers out, launching the man off of her.
Huge shout out to Nora, Molly Holly there.
All Hall of Famer. Nia Jax right now. Looking for the leg drop on the apron.
Ooh. Good thing she's got enough cushion there to soften that blow.
I wonder if she hurt her hole. Becky Lynch with a baseball slide to the back of Nia Jax, pushing her to the barricade as Becky Lynch right now grabs her midsection. Oh, and caught coming in. Body shot. High risk, no reward. Nia Jax squaring up. Oh,
ooh,
no!
That can break a hand there. That fist hitting that steel turnbuckle.
Massive headbutt, though, by Nia Jax. And again, the Nia Jax with the cannonball. Miss. Becky Lynch avoiding disaster as Nia Jax looking for the cannonball in the barricade.
Yeah, this is far from a beautiful disaster. This is just a car wreck.
Well, I mean, we are in California. You guys would know a thing or two about that. As Becky Lynch comes in to try and stop the count.
Trust and believe.
Here.
Trust and believe. Barely makes it back in. There was a short period where I contemplated going to this show, but I was like, nah, San Diego's too far.
I say, how's the travel down there from California? There's the blade drop. Here's the cover. Is that enough to win here? No!
No, not enough. Looks like Becky's going for the disarmer here.
Well, if she can't pin her, she can certainly try and submit her, and you wonder if that's the damaged arm and hand that Nia Jax threw into that ring post. LED or not, Steel does not feel good on balls. Meanwhile, reversed by Nia. Becky Lynch maintains her hold, though. Once again, back in the cross arm breaker. Nia Jax down the mat. Can Nia Jax find a break? Will Nia Jax tap? Still too much power. The irresistible force. Hoisting up Becky Lynch. Might be looking for a one-arm deadlift power bomb.
Huge sit-down power bomb there.
No.
Becky kicked out.
Massive, impactful move with the
Take a look at it again here, Noah. The sheer strength of Nia.
Yeah, watch the way Becky's head bounces. Oh! As she grabbed it, knowing that there was nowhere to go but down. I stack all that body weight forward of Nia Jax and Becky. Becky's somehow able to power out.
Able to power out, but not able to get up as of yet. And of course, tonight we'll have a Miz TV segment as the Miz welcomes the Judgment Day.
And you wonder if the Judgment Day have any New Year's resolutions in their back pocket. Meanwhile, Nia Jax right now going up to the second rope, but Becky Lynch meeting her there. Becky Lynch right now just driving her way. A proud shoot shot block of sorts into the right leg of Nia Jax. Now Becky Lynch going up again. Hooking Nia Jax. What the hell is she looking for here? Is she looking for the manhandle slam out of the corner? Nia Jax fighting back though. Becky changing position. Nia Jax got Becky Lynch hoisted on the shoulders from the second rope. Avalanche Samoan drop. Covered by Nia. No.
Wow, and Nia cannot believe it. All that weight come crashing down onto Becky's frame from the second rope there. Samoan drop style, and just couldn't put her away. Look at this again, Noah.
Yeah, let's look at this. Oh,
bam.
God. Planted as she hooked the near leg, and Becky survives. I'm not sure what Becky Lynch has left though after that kick out, but Nia Jax absolutely in disbelief. Again, we're talking about, though, basically a Grand Slam champion of sorts, when you figure about it, in WWE. Carved her own way. She is the man for a reason. It is not just a monitor she adapted after turning against Charlotte Flair at that SummerSlam years ago and has not looked back ever since. Meanwhile, Nia Jax with the same up again, and Becky pushes her off to the apron. Becky Lynch right now looking for second win, changing her game plan, now trying to drag her back in. Teeing off against her while she is literally just standing on the apron, hung over the same rope, and Becky just clopping away. The rage inside this redhead. Who says gingers don't have soul? Becky Lynch on the second rope. Oh, no! God!
See, we don't call that the rage of the redhead. No, we call that a ginger snap.
And I call that an uppercut of death as Nia Jax literally, man, just punched out Becky Lynch.
Nia going for the bonsai drop.
cover. She has a Yokozuna. Nia Jax has beaten Becky Lynch.
Wow, what a way to start off 2024. Nia Jax picking up this impressive victory, showing her dominance.
Massive win, to your point, JJ, and Becky Lynch with some interior damage. You see bleeding from the mouth. Nia Jax starts her 2024 in a major way, putting away her past once for all and beating Becky Lynch here tonight. Let's take a look at the replays here. This was definitely a match of attitude from the get-go. Watch this shot right here. Watch that fist. Boom!
Bam!
The right hand of Nia Jax connects to the jaw of Becky Lynch, and the bonsai drop, to your point, crushing Becky Lynch. The man was down and out.
You know, to what you said, I'm wondering if this is the end of it or if we're going to get a run back here at the Royal Rumble in a couple of weeks.
Well,
I could definitely see this continuing.
Questions, and all we want is answers as we just begin and close the book on the first match 2024. It was definitely a very aggressive affair, to say the least. Hopefully Becky Lynch, though, is okay. But we talk about, people that have faced adversity, gone through hard times. I want to take you all back right now and think about what the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes recently endured as we go back 2 weeks ago to a holiday tale by one Shinsuke Nakamura. As he was reading a bedtime story.
Yep, 'twas the American Nightmare Before Christmas.
As, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura channeling his mentor, Great Muta, missing Cody Rhodes in the face, intentionally getting disqualified.
Taking a shot at Dusty Rhodes. Your father was inbred.
Yeah, and then hitting him with a Kinshasa, that knee strike to the back of the head. Talk about a nasty Christmas gift from a very rude Grinch. I will be your last fight. And, of course, Cody Rhodes was having none of that, as, of course, we saw him assault Shinsuke Nakamura once he was finished telling his tale. And it seems like nothing was going to keep these two men apart. Again, Cody Rhodes has been fighting adversity his whole life, been fighting on behalf of his family name, trying to stand up but still hold true to the legacy that is Rhodes. And, of course, we still wonder, can he finish the story? In the meantime, he has a whole different story to deal with. As you saw, Shinsuke Nakamura for the crossroads of the announce table, only to be saved by security at ringside. It seems that Shinsuke Nakamura has brought out the worst in Cody Rhodes that we have not seen since his wars with Brock Lesnar. In the end, Cody Rhodes still won. 2 weeks removed from that verbal tirade and that physical assault, the American Nightmare takes center stage, and a mic coming up next on Monday Night Raw.
All right, and we're on full commercial break now.
Yep.
Taking a look at what's to come here on WWE New Year's Knockout Week, New Year's Evil tomorrow, which of course will be another Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media presentation. Best of the Bump, Best of Pay-Per-Views 2023 preview special, SmackDown New Year's Revolution, which will be another presentation from the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media.
Got them all covered.
So much good stuff coming across here this next week.
All can't miss shows. One epic week. And some of them are covered right here on the JMN Multiverse of Media, along with so much more, including Wrestle Kingdom 18, in what has previously been declared hashtag "we're going to die." But we're starting tonight strong and alive, and we'll see how far we get once this week concludes. But again, thank everybody out there that is tuning in also for the first time we're continuing. We appreciate all of you. Please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Matthew, Sandy, Josh, Michael, Benny. It's good to see all of you in the chat. All great standard buyers, of course, of Jeff Meacham Network. King Mike saw you earlier, Andy. And again, folks, hope that you are enjoying the conversation, engagements, reactions, and commentary. And if you want to dictate the conversation, donate to dictate, super chat. It is truly as simple as that, as we are on full commercial break. With everything coming up this week, I also encourage you to just subscribe. Become a friend of the Multiverse of Media, the friends of the multiverse, if you will. Whether it's Datsula, whether it's Jeff Mutter from Meacham, whether it's JJ Williams, whether it's James Keebert, whether it's I, just have some fun and come along with us for the ride in our content, creativity, and passion. Right here 24/7, 365 of the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, the Jeff Meacham Network. As again, we love doing this for you. You guys make it possible. You are the breathing force, the inspiration, the encouragement for us to endure technical difficulties, madness, subtle hostilities of the verbal type, whether it's our own emotions or fun arguments and conflict, and also schooling a young boy at least once a week, if not twice, on Saturday night. But I digress. And again, it's just all in the name of fun. So we appreciate all of you. And again, JJ, to your point, major statement made by Nia Jax, not only winning the first match of 2024, but closing the book on somebody that maybe, honestly, a big what if. You wonder if Becky would have been the spot she was at back then if the match didn't come to fruition. Nia Jax literally crushed Becky Lynch.
And definitely a shocking outcome and a shocking finish to most of us. You know, there's a reason why Becky Lynch has been the man. There's a reason why they say to be the man, you got to beat the man. Nia Jax definitely opened up a lot of eyes here this evening.
Yeah, but do you like her or not? Can't argue with that result. Oh. Hi, Jeff.
Hi. Try to come in between matches since I don't know what's going on.
That's full commercial break, so you're perfectly fine.
Got it. So is the match is over?
Yes. Okay. And Nia Jax
wasn't sure, but yeah.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's like, latency, time, attention, everything in between, priorities. I get it, bruv. But so far, one match in, Becky Lynch lost, Nia Jax got crushed. Bonsai drop. Perfect call, by the way, JJ. Of course, we're doing our journey to 40 as we cover every WrestleMania history. Yokozuna, huge driving force of the Anai family. Just saying.
Oh. Again, JJ's the primary privateer, if you will, of long-term storytelling. Becky and Nia's long-term storytelling.
Can't argue that.
Was going to draw it out, but my throat's still shot from the last 2 days, so forgive me if I'm not William Shatnering everything like I usually do with long-term storytelling.
Don't worry about it, bro.
You're good. I think people can understand my voice. No, you sound a little bit off tonight. You might be right, but what are you going to do?
It's been a long couple days, kids. Fun. Correct.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and as we are told every week on Raw, wrestling has more than one royal family.
As we welcome in for the first time in 2024, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And not copyright. Oh, man, this theme, though. Time this theme. Cody Rhodes, who made his intentions. Okay, I'll let you do it. I mean, we got to do it. It's the first time. Get ready, folks. Out the curtain, lights go up. I'm home.
Whoa.
All right, there we go. As we know, JJ, Cody Rhodes makes his intentions known immediately after War Games. He has put himself into this year's Royal Rumble, where he looks to once and for all try and finish the story. But since Shinsuke Nakamura has intercepted Cody Rhodes' focus, I gotta wonder where the mindset stands on Cody Rhodes tonight, and what is his resolution coming into 2024?
I think as of right now, his resolution is to keep his focus, get through Nakamura, and get back to finishing the story.
Well, you said yourself. He didn't finish it last year, WrestleMania 39. He didn't finish it in Madison Square Garden, but he very well might finish it finally in 2024. But for right now, he has a assassin on his tail in Shinsuke Nakamura, who looks to be his last fight. And I gotta wonder if Cody Rhodes is looking to pick a fight tonight on the first Monday Night Raw of the new year. Oh, man. Gotta love a sing-along. Gotta love a downstage sing-along. Of course, not copyright here on the network. Good energy, though, in that sold-out crowd there in San Diego. Again, Arlie and Manuel, hope that you are having an incredible time. As we wait to hear from the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, the first words echoed on Monday Night Raw and in WWE for that matter. It's promo time.
It's only fitting that the first words of the first promo of 2024 are, "So, San Diego, California, what do you want to talk about?"
Let's see. So far, you're right. San Diego. And what do you want to talk about?
So he left the California part off.
Everyone knows where San Diego is by now, or at least you should. Very special. Day 1 of 2024 closes with Monday Night Raw. The longest weekly running episodic television show in sports entertainment history. He's stuck. On what? Oh, yeah, that's true. He is stuck. It's Nakamura. He's stuck on. Oh, boy. Shinsuke Nakamura's in the crosshairs of Cody Rhodes.
Called it. Probably going to set up a match for them at the Rumble.
He's in the Rumble. So, impromptu, you might get a 2-for-1 special. I'm just saying. But
Wouldn't be the first time that we've seen people compete and then appear in the Rumble.
That's true. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right.
I mean, it's happened less in recent years because their roster is so bloated.
Right.
But it's been done.
You're not wrong. He's stuck on Shinsuke.
Plus, think about this, Noah. Think about this and how it could go to telling his story. He has a match with Nakamura. Yes. Nakamura beats the piss out of him at the Rumble. Yes. Cody's already announced himself for the Rumble. Now there's that question mark. Is Cody been beaten so badly that he'll even be able to make it in? And then if he pulls out that Hail Mary play and wins the Rumble again, after being questioned about if he was even going to be able to make it from the beating that he took,
well,
what would that do to further telling his story?
Yeah, well, I mean, Cody Rhodes already told us a story of overcoming a torn pectoral muscle inside 30 minutes of hell and then coming back 7 months later to win the Royal Rumble, coming out number 30 as he calls out Shinsuke Nakamura, he wants to finish this tonight, but will Nakamura answer the call?
And hello, Arlene from San Diego. We see you in the chat room. We've shown your picture a couple of times here on the broadcast. Hope you and your brother are having a blast.
Yep. Become the author of your final chapter. Been waiting for this poison mist. I have whispered the plot in your ear. Not like Jada Snake Roberts, but to a degree he has. Pushed your character to the brink page by page. I have blinded you so you cannot see the ending. Again, that red mist, lethal. But your story does not end tonight. Nani? I want to give the American Nightmare one more week to dream. You prick. I become what you could never be. What does that mean? I finish your story. Then I close your book. Whoa. I've heard of co-authors, but I don't know if I want Shinsuke Nakamura notarizing any publication related to Cody Rhodes with a message like that. Cody Rhodes right now left perplexed, angry, and waiting as Shinsuke Nakamura says he will leave him with one more week to dream before finally making sure that dream is over. Can Shinsuke Nakamura deliver that promise, though, JJ? That's a very bold claim right now. That's not a resolution. That's pretty much a declaration.
Most definitely is. And to the points in the chat room, man, I am loving this version of Nakamura. He is just so menacing. Sitting there, slow, methodical, calm, almost in that Jake the Snake-esque tone, delivering his promos in Japanese with the English subtitles. Like
Brilliant.
Matthew says, he just needs that big win to really catapult him to the next level in the evolution of this gimmick. And could a victory over Cody be that big win? We know he wasn't able to do it against Seth.
Yep.
But Cody's not the champion yet.
Keyword yet, JJ.
Exactly. So if Cody were to lose to him right now, it wouldn't be detrimental. That's the difference.
Well,
and here comes Kofi Kingston for this makeshift tag team match as he's going to team up with main event Jey Uso to take on the boys from Imperium because, as we know, Noah, the mat is sacred.
And Kofi Kingston is the absolute opposite of that principle. Again, Monday Night Raw, folks, the first episode of the year and the first PLE of this year, covered by us here at JMN Media, will be the Royal Rumble. Who will answer the timer? Who will answer the call? Who will outlast the field? And who can come out when the clock hits 0? It's that wild time of year, the Royal Rumble. Stay tuned for more of that here at the JMN Multiverse Media. To your point, JJ, Kofi Kingston, tag team specialist, Jey Uso, tag team extraordinaire, one half of the longest reigning WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions of the modern era, as Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston looks to settle a dispute of respect against Imperium.
Can I get some yeets in the chat room?
Look at that place!
Mm-hmm.
Yeeting on day one. Good grief.
Yeah, to King Mike's point, Gunther told Imperium that they better step up while he's on his well-earned winter vacation, which I'm sure is more of a maternity leave of sorts.
Right.
His congratulations to Walter and Jenny on the birth of their first child. I'm sure that's the main reason why he's not there tonight.
General now the ring father. I love it.
He probably knew that the due date was upon us, and so he figured take a week or two off before coming back in time for the Rumble.
Well, time waits for no man, but is it Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston's time to start off 2024 right? Tag team match coming up next. Jey Uso, Kofi Kingston, Imperium, tag team turmoil up next on Monday Night Raw. As we have a full commercial now. This is what I hate about television. But yeah, I'm going to go talk about the Shinsuke Nakamura thing. As somebody who's a fan of Japanese folklore, I played Ghost of Tsushima. I've seen the way that these narrations happen. I watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, hear Baron Yamasuki talk about these promos in Japanese. There's a certain delivery when you put your culture in it, especially with the manga type of comic art right there. I freaking love that as a fan of anime. It really is something that I think Shinsuke Nakamura has needed. But the fact that he was able to implement it against Seth freaking Rollins and come up short in what felt like a trinity when you think about how long ago those two men go, I actually do think he needs this. But do you really put a bet, especially this early, knowing what we're trying to complete here? Do you really bet against Cody Rhodes right now in, I'm not going to say finishing his story, but at least starting out 2024 on the right foot? After all, their last match, Nakamura, he got disqualified. Cody won, but Nakamura had the same at the end of the day.
That's fair. I mean, Cody Rhodes is a hard one to bet against at this point, but I feel like Shinsuke Nakamura is kind of like Raw's version of Karrion Kross right now. He's evolving his gimmick. He's coming after guys, kind of taking their honor, taking something from them, leaving them not exactly the same as they were before they began a promo with them.
Right.
But he's got to get some victories. Otherwise, he's just going to be looked at as a high-end jobber. And you don't want that for Shinsuke Nakamura either.
not for him particularly. The former IWGP heavyweight, IWGP Intercontinental Champion, student endorsed by Antonio Inoki to bridge the worlds of mixed martial arts and professional wrestling. Just talk about this man's legacy. Also had the last match against the Great Muta. Bye, as the Great Muta officially is now retired, aka the wrestling genius behind the mask and the mist, Keiji Muto. Of course, his daughter will be in action, as my friend Sandy, I saw you in the chat, talked about on Pro Wrestling Noah's first show, come tomorrow morning, the new year. So I'm very curious what that leads to. But yeah, if you're going to literally buy into your own hype, then you have to have some credibility behind it. And he needs some credible wins. It's not AEW, but I would say, especially right now, because we're just starting the new year, wins and losses matter more than ever. Nia Jax just beat Becky Lynch. That's not going to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, when you figure that Shinsuke Nakamura basically got his WWE deal off of the heels of that match against AJ Styles, to the point where they tried to book it again at WrestleMania because of how glorious it was, and it fell short to expectations, would be an understatement.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that.
But I mean, you've got to give Shinsuke that push. Like, there's just something special about him.
And there's also something very special about the best in the world as CM Punk returns to Monday Night Raw next week. And you got to wonder what's on the resolution for the straight edge superstar. CM Punk returns to Raw next week, folks. Continue, JJ. Figured I had to, do what CM Punk's Titantron does.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Continue. Like you said, with Shinsuke Nakamura and the way it was brought up.
There's something special with him. Traditionally, foreign wrestlers that don't speak great English get buried.
Yep.
There's something about Nakamura that's allowed him to transcend. And the fact that they're doing these promos this way is just helping to elevate him to that next level. We know he can speak English, but it's more of a broken English because of his heavy, thick accent.
Exactly.
So allowing him to speak in his native tongue with the subtitles is just taking him to a level that most foreign gimmicks don't get allowed to get to. And if you start putting some wins behind him, start getting him a huge push, that's going to just make it that much better.
Well,
Imperium now in the ring.
And of course, Imperium, as you said, the running mates of the longest reigning all-time WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, who is taking right now a leave of absence now that he is a new father. Congratulations to the Ring General. As we start things off right now with the Hammerlock by Vinci up against Kofi Kingston. Giovanni Vinci, of course, and Ludwig Kaiser, no strangers to tag team wrestling. Former challengers, of course, to the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. Nice splash there for a 1 count by Kofi Kingston. Of course, Grand Slam Tag Team Champion in WWE multiple times over, particularly with the New Day.
Yes.
You see right now the speed picking up here. Giovanni Vinci just flies at Kofi Kingston with the crossbody. And again, you said yourself, Gunther gave the marching order. He expects Imperium to hold up to his principle. Otherwise, you got to wonder right now, is Imperium right now maybe on a shaky foundation under the eyes of the Ring General?
I definitely think they're on shaky foundation from the eyes of the Ring General. Gunther does not need Imperium anymore. If you think about it, and please don't get riled up with me on this.
I won't.
Gunther as a heel has won virtually every single match as Intercontinental Champion without run-in interference. Cough, Roman, cough. He does not need Imperium anymore to be his running buddies. Imperium needs Gunther to get the recognition, to get the title shots, to get the praise and the opportunities via association. I can definitely see Gunther kicking them to the curb here in the new year. The problem is that if he does that, I have a feeling Vinci and Kaiser will split. And I feel like we need them together. They're too strong of a tandem. And I don't know if either one of them will really be the Shawn Michaels, to go off to bigger and better things.
And to your point, Imperium dominated the early goal of this match. Can Kofi Kingston get back into action here on Monday Night Raw as we take it to restaurant quality, picture in picture? I talk about it all the time. The parts of the sum versus the sum of the parts. Imperium is strongest as a united front. They are the foundation of wrestling to keep the mat sacred. They did it across NXT, NXT UK. Now they're trying to do it in main roster WWE. And why Gunther has rose leaps and bounds above that, if Imperium is given a fighting chance to prove that, they very well could be tag team champions to make the tag team titles relevant.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that the Judgment Day haven't made the tag titles relevant?
What was their last defense?
A couple weeks ago against the Creed brothers. Last week was a best of show. I want to say 2 weeks ago.
And again, those tag titles, I still find it stupid that you have Blueberry and Sherry straps on a single team for 2 shows.
I will concede that. They either need to merge the titles, give us new belts, or split the belts up again. I will give you that. But the Judgment Day as tag champs have been pretty good fighting champions.
They still feel like an afterthought to me, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing, I could talk about that all night. The incredible moment at WrestleMania, and then pretty much just there afterwards. Again, I still stand by tag team wrestling is still, and I think you should play the freaking moment on, I don't need to say anything, the freaking moments on Open Mic Night. Go check out Open Mic Night, folks, weekly here on the JMN Multiverse Media, hosted by Renegade JJ Williams for all sorts of rants, shenanigans, conversations, and Josh Mansfield roasting. You never know what might happen on Open Mic Night, so check out Open Mic Night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, right here weekly on the JMN Network, Multiverse Media. JMN Network brings you Open Mic Night, hosted by the Renegade JJ Williams. And I'm just going to
to your point, just make sure you tune in live, because you never know when we may have to trim a segment out because YouTube tries to copyright block us.
Yeah, you saw that. You got that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is hilarious because I uploaded those segments to my YouTube unlisted and they got pinged. I got the little copyright thing, but they weren't blocked.
No. That was the
But
thing.
then when we ran them during the live stream, the video got blocked.
Yep.
It's like, make up your mind, YouTube, God damn it. The only reason we aired them was because you only copyright pinged us and you didn't block us.
But JJ, there was no impact with one of those clips. We were just giving you a friendly admonishment.
So definitely want to make sure you tune in live. That way, if we have to snip something later, you actually saw it while it aired.
It makes not even that much professional.
Exactly. It ends up our open mic nights turning into the Peacock network where, shit gets snipped because it doesn't age well.
Well, at least Open Mic Night has easier navigation and actually costs you less.
This is accurate.
Anyways, we're back on Monday Night Raw here. Giovanni Vinci, Kofi Kingston squaring off impromptu tag team action. First Monday Night Raw of the new year. Gets in the midsection by Vinci. Vinci and Kofi Kingston are the only two participants right now that have been involved in this match. Vinci out of the corner. Come with a drop kick, though, coming in with the attempted cross body.
Well, at least legally. We did see Kaiser get involved when the action spilled to the outside. I do see Jeff popped in. What's up, bro?
Oh, hello, Jeff.
I just want to thank the folks at Peacock and Warner Bros. Discovery and Europe for making my work even much more of a bitch this morning. Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Grievance says, courtesy of the network head, and rightfully so, and also 100% accurate.
That rant was Statboy approved.
I agree. Wait a minute. Whoa.
What do we got going on here?
The match has officially been halted.
Referee's backing Jey Uso up. Looks like a trainer came in there. I missed what happened. Can we get a replay?
Wait. When did Kofi Kingston caught Giovanni Vinci? Did he catch him in the head? Clearly, that drop kick, as Imperium looks like they're unable to continue. Referee has called Kobe Kingston and Jey Uso the winners. Again, we have to always consider at the end of the day, these are still human beings. They take these risks every day for our entertainment. It only takes a split second that could be do or break. You could ask those that aren't involved in the industry anymore or are on the injury reserve self for some reason or are under a concussion protocol. As right now, we're checking to see if Giovanni Vinci is okay, and it's kind of enough.
You notice they're keeping the cameras on Kofi and Jey Uso. They're not showing us Imperium. The referee's raising the arms. Yeah. Decision is final. You see a trainer there walking with Vinci. I want to see a replay here, see what happened, because we missed that completely.
Yeah, I'm sure that we'll get further information.
Here we go.
Let's go back to the end of the match here. You see Vinci coming out of the corner of the second rope, and Kofi. Oh, dear. That was right on the jaw, the side of the head of Vinci coming in. Referee straight on the scene. Great officiating by our official here. After the whiplash effect to Vinci's head. Well, either way, that's a victory for Kobe Kingston and Jey Uso, and we hope to give you more information as this night continues. And hopefully Vinci's okay, and hopefully Imperium can reset.
Be a hell of a way to kick off the year for Imperium with Giovanni Vinci going out with an injury like that, even if just concussion protocol. Jesus.
Yep. Of course, WWE, they're all about the people. They're all about the community. As, of course, the WWE had the live holiday tour all across the United States, including Baltimore, where, of course, we saw Randy Orton. We've seen CM Punk. They went across to Boston. And, of course, WWE live events, WWE house shows. They're always a fun party. They're always a spectacle of entertainment. They've been through Detroit, Boston, Baltimore, Montreal, Toronto. Again, you can never get enough of your favorite WWE superstars on your screen. Then you can go catch them for yourselves at WWE Live, as, of course, they span the world. Also want to give a shout out to Sassi, who got married, actually, during the holiday. So the WWE superstars were constantly busy during the holiday season, despite the fact they did actually get some much-deserved, once in their lives, time off, courtesy of Triple H, to spend time with their families, including going back to the Garden, the Mecca Center, of course, the sports entertainment. As, of course, we're looking back here at the fun that the WWE Universe took in during the holiday tour. With sold-out crowds, of course, across all these shows. Madison Square Garden being, well, the biggest house. Duh. Anytime the WWE returns to MSG, it is always a sellout period. And also, JJ.
CM Punk back in action the first time in over a decade.
I was waiting for you to pick that up.
Against Dominic Mysterio, no less. You know, we talked about it a few weeks ago, how Dominic Mysterio was, in my opinion, the MVP of WWE in 2023. Not only did he ascend to heights that none of us thought we would see from Dominic Mysterio 2-3 years ago when he was teaming with his dad. Not only did he capture a mid-card championship, as I predicted on Open Mic Night. Yep. I had said that by Mania this year, Mania 40, he will have been mid-card champion, 2-time North American champion. It may be in my NXT, but it still counts. It's not the world title, it's the mid-card title.
Well, either way.
But he also had Randy Orton's first one-on-one match back after an 18-month absence, and CM Punk's first matches back after a 10-year hiatus. What does that say about the way WWE feels of the growth of Dominic Mysterio, that they gave him that responsibility against two former multi-time world champions?
It makes it must-see. And speaking of must-see, WWE will bring us the first edition of Miz TV. It's Miz TV with the Judgment Day coming up next on Monday Night Raw. As, of course, we talk about Dominic Mysterio. You talked about NXT North American Championship. Let's not forget the We Gonna Die schedule. Of course, don't start truly until Hard to Kill. Honestly, Rescue, being honest. But, of course, this week, we're going to see if we can live through it, as tomorrow we tune in to NXT New Year's Evil, your brand per se, your NXT, where, of course, the NXT Championship will be on the line as Ela Draft defends against Trick Williams, and the NXT Women's Championship will be on the line as Lara Valkyrie defends against Blair Davenport, and so much more. And, folks, we will be back here tomorrow night live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a little bit of a pre-show hype up to bring you into New Year's Eve tomorrow night. So stay tuned as we are truly just beginning here at the Jeff Meacham Network. Go ahead, Jeff. We're on commercial break.
First of all, I see this question. I acknowledge it, but I would ask that you save it for Thursday, Meach's Musings, where I'll be live from downtown LA, which is a open forum, not just wrestling show. I do have an opinion about it, but rather save it for the show that's not specific on wrestling, especially a watch along. I appreciate the question very much because it is very important to me, as we all know.
Or if you would like a quicker answer, super chat.
It is as simple as that.
The ticker is there
the
for a reason.
conversation.
I was trying to avoid pointing out the obvious that read, y'all. Woo. Yay, reading. Anyway.
Reading.
I did Aaron or the NoDQ.com Twitter, who I wonder who that is, posted a replay gif of what happened to Giovanni, and it was bad.
Head. That kick.
It looked like he was going for a disaster kick type thing, and Kofi just caught him in midair and it got him right on the jaw. People forget when you get hit along this area on either side, it will legitimately concuss you if it's at the right angle. It looks like that's maybe what happened with Giovanni Vinci, so we hope that he's okay.
Again, concussions are no joke. Concussions can literally make or break a career. Ask Adam Cole, who's been concussed twice recently and somehow is still kicking. Ask Bryan Danielson, who was on concussion protocol to the point you thought he was retired, and then it came back. The American Dragon was reborn and spit more fire than ever. Speaking of which, of course, he'll be in action this week at Wrestle Kingdom 18 against Kazuchika Okada. Let's freaking go. So,
ask Christopher Nowinski.
Literally going to be on the phone with Dr. Nowinski's office tomorrow for the record. So, yeah, I definitely will.
I'll say this man would know.
Yeah.
And while you're on the phone with him, see if you can score him for an interview on Open Mic Night.
JJ, you know come on.
First of all,
blame the guy for trying.
I get it. I admire.
Have you reached out to Amara Jade, who constantly tries to prove that Jade is worth more than gold yet?
I've been trying to, but she's been busy again, being across the pond and also recovering from an injury. But I keep in touch with her and I ask her, and I say, if you ever want to come on and just talk about wrestling and yourself, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have a female's story.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we all know that at the end of the day, this is a male's business.
Yeah,
we're all proprietors of women's wrestling. We all praise women's wrestling. But it is definitely, at the end of the day, a male sport. So to get a female's journey, especially someone who, I believe you said she's still kind of new in her journey.
A little bit over a year and some change now, yes.
Okay, so not even 2 years in the business, like we're really getting that infancy story. What made her decide to do it? Where'd she go? Where is she wrestling? Like, that's the good shit. When you can get somebody that's still a sapling and watch it flourish into a beautiful tree, that's the best time to get somebody.
I got you. I'll see what I can try and do. But I want to give a shout, since you did bring her up, shout out to my friend. Please follow her folks on the social medias, Amara Jade, who continues to prove that Jade is worth more than gold. Please follow her journey. Go check out some of her matches on Spinebuster TV right here on YouTube in both singles and tag team actions. And go check out her feature match against Laura DiMatteo.
I will go ahead and say that at some point this year, I am going to reach out to our good buddy Sam Knight. See if we can get the same thing that we had with Gino Rivera.
There you go.
That was awesome.
I know we want to try and do it quarterly, but
right.
So, maybe wait a little bit, see if you can get Amara this quarter or not. But because he's kind of a back pocket type of guy. We know we can pull him whenever.
Right. And as talked about toward the end of the year, there'll be somebody on the show, hopefully, that will be right here on the Jeff Meacham Network.
And we go backstage, we check out Ivy Nile kind of getting hyped up for her match.
Ivy Nile with the biggest chance in her career since facing Mako Satomura for the NXT UK Women's Championship, has a huge chance to put Mommy in her place. Ivy Nile versus Rhea Ripley still to come tonight for the WWE Women's World Championship. Will Mommy's year start off right, or will Mommy for once not be on top?
Could you
Silicon
just
Eye, Monday Night Raw.
imagine if Ivy was able to do it tonight?
It would be absolutely insane.
I mean, I told this to Josh in the chat room because he was swearing up, down, left, and right that Rhea needs to be the main event of Australia. And it's like, she really doesn't, though, because unfortunately, the talent isn't there on Raw to make a main event match. They would need a big money star. Becky is more than likely going to be Mania. So unless they get Mercedes, Deanna, Julia, somebody like that they could bring in, that would be a big money match in Australia. Semi-main, fine.
Yeah.
But if Rhea loses the title tonight and can gain it back in Australia, that would be worthy of her in the main event.
I completely agree. I've been telling you, like I talked about my outlook of the WWE and the actual championship caliber level of challengers in the women's division on both fronts, and it is basically low end of the pool. Ivy now with a huge chance again. She is very unproven, untested, but as far as bringing a pay-per-view level main event challenger to Rhea Ripley, there is nobody right now in the WWE scene that comes close to even that moniker selling. If nothing else, she definitely could be the middle or close to the end, kind of how Buddy Matthews was when he, of course, was Cruiserweight champion against Sid Alexander the very first time they went down to Australia of that maximum capacity with Super Showdown. But again, we'll have to wait. What the hell?
We were about to all rise for the Judgment Day, and here comes R-Truth instead.
Oh, Lord.
Sweet baby Jesus. Can somebody wrap this man in bubble wrap to protect him? Because he is a freaking national treasure. I think that needs to be the plot of the third movie, is Nick Cage is on a mission to find and save R-Truth. National Treasure 3. Make it happen, Disney.
Okay.
I literally just gave you your freaking plot.
This is a joke of a freaking...
What's up?
Oh, Lord. This guy's part of Judgment Day, really? Really?
That's a good point, Josh. We have the awesome Truth together once again in the ring.
Oh, gosh, that freaking... Before freaking R-Truth lost his marble. Well, no, that was actually when he lost his marbles.
Yeah, they were heel going against Cena and The Rock, Survivor Series.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Little Jimmy! About to say, we don't, little Jimmy should still be, in freaking military trying to grow up or something like that. After what you did to him at freaking capital
punishment.
Yeah, that nonsense.
Look, I was such a huge Truth fan that I saw a airbrush t-shirts place in the middle of the Lakewood Mall one day. I had them make me a shirt that said Lil Jimmy.
All right.
And then I wore it to freaking the pipe bomb in Las Vegas. Jeff knows this to be factual. I have it somewhere. I will try to find it and wear it on an episode of Open Mic Night, my Lil Jimmy shirt.
And this is the part of the show where I tune out. But yeah, I do remember Awesome Truth. I remember the fallout when Miz got. That I do remember.
Yes, Jeff.
I can vouch for the validity of the existence of that t-shirt. I was there. I saw it.
Thank you.
Well, but now
also,
it comes down to JD McDonough. Squared out against Ron Cena before never again. It's WrestleMania 32 against the Wyatt family. Accurate.
Are we going to get the Awesome Truth versus Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough? Dude, I'm going to pop so fucking hard for this.
Sweet baby Jesus. What is happening?
You really do have to figure out how to fill 3 hours, don't you, Triple H?
Why is it when they go to San Diego, things get so backwards?
It's not just San Diego, but you're not wrong.
What do down there, I guess, anymore?
But San Francisco was the most backward city in California.
Oh, no. They're very progressive there in NorCal.
Are we really going to get this match, dude? I am seriously going to pop for this.
Adam Pearce, don't you make this official, so help me.
Make it official, Pierce.
No.
You're just mad because Pierce rickrolled us last night on New Year's Eve.
What he's never going to give us up.
Never going to let us down.
I knew
they're going to walk on out and desert us.
I knew this day one was going to be rough.
Hey, this is awesome. You got to admit, Miz and Truth were a great tandem over a decade ago.
And keyword decade ago.
And JD and Dom are making a great tandem. You could almost call them the B team to Priest and Balor.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's true. He did lose that joke of a match, but a loss is a loss, I guess.
I agree with Matt Cardona. I love babyface Miz. I'm sorry. I'm unapologetic about it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Miz is a great heel. He is best as a heel.
Yes.
But babyface Miz, like to hear 15,000 people get behind the guy that you have supported since 2003, 2004.
Yep.
It's like, where the fuck y'all been? I've been on this train. You can
Validation,
go back
bro.
to the caboose. You know,
Miz has always
I'm in the first car.
constant.
I'm like riding with the conductor. You go back to the
I
caboose.
won't deny that Miz has always been that constant, still that proverbial chip on his shoulder about where he stands. And I will not argue that the Miz probably had arguably a couple of his best matches of his career last year against the Ring General, coming very close to reclaiming the Intercontinental Championship. I won't argue that. I still wish I could forget WrestleMania 27, but that's a whole different conversation.
Most of us do. No, most of us, I say, because
Why
he was happy
you
because
could finish that.
Miz right now just spinning fire on the mic.
Why do you wish we could erase that, Noah? Tell me.
There are some things that WrestleMania is better off not being talked about for. And I'm not just talking about the closer. Freaking Michael Cole. Anyway.
I was happy for Mike as WWE champion. I didn't mind the finish because it allowed Miz in character to forever state that he beat John Cena in the middle of the WrestleMania main event.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. The Miz beat John Cena clean. 1, 2, 3. There was nobody else around.
He freaking sucked.
That finish was the best pain as the water in Flint, Michigan, Jay. Okay, seriously. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's a low bar right there when you consider how clean the water is there.
Not. With all respect to the love in Flint, Michigan, because golly, those
that match was upheld with the integrity of an Aubrey Edwards match.
How dare you even put that sort of comparison out there? That inequality is so unbalanced. It's more unbalanced than R-Truth actually being in the Judgment Day.
Cameo.com/Aubrey Edwards.
Jeff. Don't make this official. Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, do it.
Do it.
Oh my gosh, Truth.
Oh, balls.
I gotta say, for the first hour, I'm glad this show has been this good because I'm looking forward to rewatching it at 8 o'clock with the audio so I can take my notes. What's up?
He accepted. Oh, God.
There we
go.
go.
The clothesline with JD to the outside. I guess the Awesome Truth has been reunited with a judgment call by the ladies member of the Judgment Day. Our Truth. Looks like we're going to have an impromptu tag team match as we wait for this to get underway here on Monday Night Raw. What the
Dude, this is awesome.
Hey, WWE. Anyway, as WWE continues its launch of 2024, let's keep in mind, come this Friday, we conclude this first week with crowning a new number one contender to the United States Championship in either Styles Escobar, Kevin Owens, and a triple threat number contenders match with the Tribal Chief awaits for either AJ Styles, Randy Orton, or LA Knight for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. This is so much more this Friday as SmackDown brings you New Year's Revolution. As we got a full commercial break, and I am slowly losing my mind.
We love you, though, Noah.
Yeah, I know.
The question is who is causing you to lose your mind more? The reuniting of the Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day, or me?
I plead the fifth.
That means me.
Dadgummit. Freaking hell. I would be, if I was not doing this right now, I would be stuffing my face with cheesecake while watching Kento Miyahara beat the living shit out of Katsuhiko Nakajima for the freaking Triple Crown Championship ahead of Pro Wrestling Noah tomorrow night. And now I got Miz and R-Truth versus Judgment Day with heavily filtered audio and booze. Someone forgot to turn the vacuum on low. Anyway. God. And I still don't drink to this day. Yet.
I will say this. Break. Awesome Truth reuniting was not on my 2024 wrestling bingo card.
Was it on your sports entertainment bingo card? Because that's the definition of sports entertainment right there. Day one. There's your first spot. B1.
I feel like this is the first of many times we're going to say this year. But yeah, like I did not have this on my bingo card for the year. Awesome Truth reuniting. After 13 years,
we're gonna need to start having a count on that because something tells me we're gonna beat the high score of 2023.
Well, nothing I think is gonna top CM Punk coming back to WWE. I don't think that was. I think I was the only person after All In that had that on their bingo card. Like I put up during his episode of Talk Wrestling because. Him and Aaron made the comment of nobody saw that coming. And I'm like, when he walked out of the arena with his one in the air, like the acknowledge me, I said it then, he's on his way back. And nobody wanted to believe me.
You were right.
I did say that maybe there would be a stopover at Bound for Glory, which was also in Chicago, just as a way to kind of get that water cooler talk going.
Right.
But I said he was going back to Survivor Series in Chicago, and nobody wanted to listen to me.
Well, sometimes people don't listen to sound arguments, and JJ, your argument was sound and it came to fruition. And seeing is believing. I still couldn't believe. Not only I saw it, I effing called it. So congratulations. And I'm sure
we both did.
True that. And I'm sure that you're going to have more premonitions coming this year. And with your sound judgment and storytelling, I hope a lot of yours come to fruition because I actually can trust in your booking more than I think I still can buy into fully. Sports entertainment. And by the way, I see you all in the chat. If you want to dictate the conversation with various questions and what ifs, donate. Donate to dictate. Super chat is truly as simple as that. But thank you, Ramit, for your participation. And yes. To go with Sandy real quick, why we got a commercial for Barmageddon, whatever the hell that is, Red Solo Cup, where you at? I love the new look, and I love the fact he's channeling his Antonio Inoki, his strong style. And we are back here on Monday Night Raw. This is impromptu tag team contest, Raw Day 1. It is Dirty Donovan Mysterio and JD McDonough. I'm taking on, you hear me right, the Awesome Truth, R-Truth, and The Miz in 2024.
Looks like we're starting with Miz and Dominic. Miz gets the tag into R-Truth. JD with a kick to the back of the Miz's head.
Not legally because he was in the wrong corner. Again, R-Truth, a few spies short of a Happy Meal still to this day.
That's fair.
And JD McDonough right now teeing off against the Miz, double team by the Judgment Day. As far as I'm concerned, they're still in Judgment Day. Cover by JD gets a 2 count on the Miz. Of course, the Miz's tail end of his 2023 was challenging Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship in one of the hardest fought matches I've ever seen Miz wrestle in his life. Still came up short, though. And, of course, now Miz can no longer challenge for that title as long as Gunther is the champion.
Did you just see that Hurricane Rana from The Miz to JD McDonough? What the hell was that?
Tag. Well, I mean, again, The Miz, he wants to try 2024 in a different way. Oof, you got to upgrade your repertoire. Meanwhile, R-Truth, what the hell is this?
His leg drop.
Leg drop with some pizzazz, I guess.
Yep. Back in the LBWA, we had a wrestler called Dubbar Swift who did something like that. He called it the leg drop it like it's hot.
And here I thought he was just trying to intimidate Brendan Cutler. R-Truth squaring off against JD McDonough without the tie-dye. Up and over JD goes, though. Off the ropes. And JD had a pretty rough tail end in 2023. What a corkscrew in the JD by R-Truth. Corkscrew across body.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. What's up?
Considering you just mentioned Cutler as far as the invitation, considering where Dubbar Swift ended up, it may have been that Cutler stole that from him, and it just kept getting stolen and stolen and stolen and stolen. So
that's fair. I mean, about to say what's original anymore, especially in the world of sports and entertainment.
That's fair. Mike D, we see your super chat. As soon as we're done with this match, we will address it. Okay, bud?
We got you.
R-Truth right now trying to go for the tag against Dominic. Like JD just decks him.
Clotheslines him, turns him inside out, drops a vicious knee to the throat of R-Truth. JD McDonough, man, is a guy that came through your NXT UK into my Rainbow Bright NXT, and I just levitated towards him. There was something about him that captivated me, that made me think of a Fit Finlay, a William Regal-esque wrestler. Finding out that he was trained by Finn Balor just really kind of put everything in perspective to me. I see great things for JD McDonough. Maybe not the first half of this year, but by the second half of this year, by the time we get to SummerSlam Survivor Series, the end of 2024, I feel like JD will have held a championship on the main roster, whether it's a tag strap with Dom, whether it's the Intercontinental or United States Championship, if he gets moved during the draft. He's going to have some kind of gold this year.
Well, that also just comes down, I think, also the fact of Judgment Day meets their Judgment Day. And I do wonder, is everything fine in the Judgment Day still, especially with R-Truth right now trying to play peacekeeper and team player, as R-Truth's being double teamed by JD. Oh, nice snap German suplex, float over into the cover, and a 2 count. And Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, and Josh, I'm with you on that one. Awesome Truth versus A-Town Down Under. Give me that match.
That's the definition of sports entertainment.
Unfortunately, one is a Raw team, one's a SmackDown team. I know, brand split, LOL, don't get me started.
Okay.
But in theory, one of the teams would have to be champions to make that happen. In theory, and I don't mean Austin.
I was just going to say, just book it for Survivor Series because, Raw versus SmackDown every year in head-to-head competition. Funny shot to the back of the head and neck.
Except we haven't really done that the last couple of years. It's been built more around the War Games.
It does make me wonder if they just stop that traditional Survivor Series trend altogether, then its tracks, and is this the new formula going forward?
Honestly, I think Survivor Series shows need to be a mixture. Do like one or two classic 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches, do a War Games match, do a couple matches for brand supremacy, and just mix all the things together. You could have a tournament leading into it that you could have the finals of, kind of like when they did the Deadly Game that The Rock won in 98 to determine the championship.
Yep.
So you have just a little bit of all the different Survivor Series gimmicks into one big PLE. Got JD McDonough with looks like a sleeper hold here on R-Truth.
Yeah, keeping him grounded right now in the center. R-Truth, though, fighting back. Is he fighting back or is he fighting with or fighting against?
And R-Truth is definitely one you need to keep grounded. By no means is he a cruiserweight, but at over 50 years old, he still flies around that ring.
Yeah. And once again, now R-Truth with the sleeper hold of G. Nice jawbreaker counter, though, by JD as R-Truth falls towards the corner of the Miz, which, of course, R-Truth has not reached out the tag for. Miz tagging himself into the match. And Miz right now squaring off against JD. And again, the Miz with quite a incredible show on his tail end of 2023. He may not have received the victory, but he definitely has earned a lot more people's respect in my eyes. We are back here on Monday Night Raw Day 1. Impromptu tag team match with the Miz teeing off against JD McDonough. As the Austin Truth, still can't believe I just said that. Austin Truth versus Dirty Dynamite Mysterio and JD McDonough here in 2024. Nice cross by off the top rope.
Body.
Looking for a leg and a near fall.
Not enough.
This is the Miz trying to once again what the hell are you doing, R-Truth?
R-Truth trying to say that's his corner. Dominic needs to go to the other corner.
I'm not sure who's in a handicap.
Sliced bread of
R-Truth or the
sorts.
Miz. Cover 2 and Dominic with the save.
R-Truth staying in the corner down there. Miz throwing Dom outside.
Oh, God!
Ooh, that headbutt by J.D. McDonough. That's a way to give yourself a concussion.
That's a hard stopper.
R-Truth just tagged in off of J.D. McDonough.
So...
Because he's a member of Judgment Day.
Wait, but who's legal? I mean, again, what are you doing, R-Truth? Well, I mean, JD right now hooking Miz up, and R-Truth right now between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, Dom and JD saying if you're a member of Judgment Day, then take him out.
And R-Truth saying he's sorry, and here's the wind up, and miss!
Or did he hit?
Well, he hit JD for what it's worth. There's a knee strike to Dominic Mysterio by the Miz. Meanwhile, JD pushed off into the Miz. Here's a skull-crushing finale. Cover to the Miz starts 2024 off rights.
The Awesome Truth just won a match over the Judgment Day.
That doesn't sound right in 2024. My brain hurts. How does somebody go so far off their own realm of reality that they play both sides in a tag team match? That's what R-Truth just did. Look at this. R-Truth literally squaring off, jacking JD's jaw, and then literally the shove into Miz, skull-crushing finale. Didn't even go in to break the fall. Yeah, your Judgment Day, all right, right? Where the hell is your head at, R-Truth? Ay.
That was awesome.
I mean, a unique reunion of sorts as R-Truth and the Miz win here on Raw Day 1, and the Judgment Day starts off on rocky ground, and whether or not he's still part of Judgment Day, I guess time will tell.
I agree with Greg's tweet. They should let Truth take outside bookings with him showing up everywhere thinking he's on Raw.
Oh, God.
That would be awesome.
Well, while we look towards what could be new, let's go back 2 weeks ago where we had brand new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions crowned the former longest reigning NXT Women's Tag Team Champions in KC Squared, as Kanan Carter and Katana Chance were able to overcome the hot mess with that freaking 450 Netbreaker combination, and your NXT came to the Raw scene.
God, that was a moment for me. I'm not going to lie. I started to cry.
I'm not going to lie. It actually almost makes me want to believe in women's tag team wrestling again. Now give me some competition.
I agree with JJ and Safet. R-Truth needs to be protected at all costs.
And here we get a
Everybody
nice
needs to
little
watch
video
out for
promo for the girls.
Is that promo or is that party? Because it looks like all they're at is the rave. And it looks like Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are crashing the festivities.
Of course, they want their rematch.
They can't
Former
cross on the
champs
red
deserve.
rope. Well, anyway.
You know, a lot of people try to body shame Piper.
I don't.
She is a gorgeous big woman. I'm just saying that outfit looks adorable on her.
Pardon me.
So how many nightclubs like this are out in California? I'm just saying.
Quite a few. Not gonna lie.
Well. Anyway, what's that? Well, that's
While we have this little video package, Jeff, can we get that super chat back up real quick?
Certainly.
Ay.
Do we think the former WWE champion that's going to appear tonight is The Rock? That is definitely heavy speculation. When I saw the post in one of my wrestling groups that he was talking to somebody at the Rose Bowl, I immediately flashed back to earlier this year, SmackDown, when he was doing the college ball thing in Boulder, Colorado with Pat McAfee. Raw was in Denver, and there he was on SmackDown. Excuse me, SmackDown was in Denver.
Yes.
And he showed up that night, and I'm like, okay, the Rose Bowl to San Diego in traditional California traffic is about a 7-hour drive. I'm kidding. Jeff knows I'm kidding. Realistically,
mean,
it's
you
about
know,
a 2.5-hour drive.
Bad day on the 405, you get stuck in an accident. I mean, weirder things have happened, and weirder things
No,
happen
not even
here.
accidents, just congestion.
It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Pasadena to San Diego in reasonable traffic.
I'll take your word for it. As I still drive.
The bowl game was starting at 2. Raw starts at 5.
Yep.
So depending on what Rock's participation was in the game, determined how long he had to get there. And if The Rock has a private jet, because you can see behind them there in the shadows, Nick Khan holding something in his hand, probably Rock's payout for the night.
Mm-hmm.
There probably is a private jet that he could jump on that would get him from Pasadena to San Diego in like 30 minutes.
If The Rock wants to be there, I guarantee you, The Rock's going to come to The Rock show. The Rock show may be SmackDown, but The Rock is WWE. He is literally the most electrifying star in sports entertainment history. I'm not even going to say anything else about that super chat. Day one, if you're gonna make day one the most memorable day of the year by far, you have The Rock show up before Monday Night Raw ends. Thank you and good night.
And to Mike's point, the rumor is it's going to be Rock Roman in Perth, Australia. And that's what I've been hearing, is that the government officials in Australia really want Rock to be there for that big show.
Imagine the payout for WWE if they make that happen.
So, I mean, what better way to kick off that road than here?
Day one, just saying, you don't get a stronger beginning than the first day of the year, or a stronger chance for a strong beginning. Well, only time will tell. You talked about new beginnings. Will there be a new beginning in the Raw Women's division? And will we crown a brand new Raw Women's World Heavyweight Champion? Rhea Ripley defends the gold against Ivy Nile next, as we're on full commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
Cue that up.
Hey, almighty.
Because Rock and Roman in Australia, there's a couple ways that could go. You know, we could have a situation like we did with, I believe it was Cena. Rock wins the Rumble, says he doesn't want to wait till Mania. He wants the title shot at the Chamber. Beats Roman at the Chamber, and then instead of Cody beating Roman, Cody topples The Rock.
I guess it's not a matter of who, it's just a matter of what. Because at the end of the day, finishing the story comes down to capturing that title and that moment, no matter the opponent. And after already screwing the pooch twice last year on that friggin' escapade,
or
I could buy into that.
Or what you do is you have Roman versus Rock at the Chamber, no Rumble or anything to have to get him to that point. Roman defeat Rock with Solo or Jimmy's assistance, like he's defeated everybody. And then it's Roman versus Rock versus Cody at Mania. Because both men were cheated out of the bloodline. So Rocky definitely has reason to demand a rematch. Cody will have either won the Chamber match or the Rumble to get his shots. And then you could even have Cody pin the Rock at Mania. So Roman has a bone of contention that he was never defeated for his title.
I just always think triple threats are such a cluster F to do. And
I agree, but WrestleMania 20, what was the main event? It was WrestleMania 30, what was the main event?
That cash.
WrestleMania 40. Right. Just saying, history repeats itself.
And sometimes
WrestleMania 10 could have been if they hadn't split it into two separate matches. It could have been Yoko versus Brett versus Luger.
Oh, Lord.
Because of the shady Rumble finish. 20 was Triple H, Benoit, and Michaels. 30 was Batista, Orton, and Bryan. 40 could be Rock, Roman, Cody.
I'm just going to proceed with sports entertainment with caution. That's all I got to say about that booking. I mean, now.
I'm just saying,
you're
lots of ways they can slice it.
And you're making valid arguments towards actual booking that could happen. Now, whether or not it works in execution, that remains to be seen. And we'll see if Ivy Nile executes a game plan to topple Mommy.
Or
looks like we got a little bit of a superstar showcase here.
Or another way they do it is they have Cody versus Rock on night 1. Winner gets Roman on night 2.
Well, regardless, I don't see Roman not being part of night 2, if not the final match of WrestleMania for the fracking 4th year in a row.
You know, we can be mad all we want at the booking, but you know, I found myself invested the next day when Roman beat Cody this year. Mad as I was personally for not seeing the title switch hands in person, I wanted to see what happened the next night. I wanted to see what happened on SmackDown. So,
eat, sleep, bleed, the demons in your dreams.
That's the words of her theme?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well,
NoDQ.com.
This is my brutality. God,
part of the NoDQ.com faction of the year.
Tag team of the year.
Tag team of the well, yeah.
Heel of the year.
Yeah, heel of the year, feud of the year, and participant. The Judgment Day doesn't roll Raw or anything, you know.
Well,
Man.
in context, you're not wrong when it comes to Rhea Ripley's dominance and her brutality, eradicating everything in front of her now. She's been champion for 278 days. Zoe Stark was her last opponent at Survivor Series War Games, brought a tough fight, but Rhea Ripley still once again on top. And we'll see if she's still on top after this contest tonight. Of course, number one, at least reported upon and voted upon, WWE women's superstar and all-around women's in-ring competitor. Despite her actual amount of matches, there's been no denying Rhea Ripley's presence and momentum has been nonstop since the win against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania last year. And so far, nobody in the WWE has been able to rival her or topple her. It literally has been Mommy on top. Let's go down to introductions for this Women's Championship match. See how long this goes. Oh, she's Tennessee girl. Ivy Nile, Diamond Mines, Pitbull, 31 years old, 3 years in the game, literally created out of NXT.
Thank you very much for that, Tanner. We appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to all the other channels in the Multiverse of Media too. Simple Man brand, Casa D18 Studios, Greg Cherry brand, NoDQ.com, Jay Hebert Studios, Jeff Meacham Network. Not sure which channel you sub to, but sub to us all.
For those that are unfamiliar with Ivy Nile, she has a MMA background, and her go-to finisher is the Dragon Sleeper. She's been fine-tuned, though, in the WWE ring by, of course, WWE Performance Center's trained lead coach, Sarah Amato, and has also been trained by Kane. Bell rings were underway. Got a bit of a technician side to her as well as a power game. And I'm very curious to see how that matches up against Rhea Ripley. I mean, Rhea Ripley did overcome Shayna Baszler, so now one-on-one action, but in a five-way, of course, at Crown Jewel. And I do think that for Ivy Nile, with how much strength she has behind her, this very well could be a test of power for Mommy while she drives Ivy Nile to the mat in the early going.
She's also defeated Raquel Rodriguez, who's another very strong talent on the Raw roster.
And look at this fireman's carry right now by Ivy Nile.
Wow.
That elbow strike, though, the side of the head. And the power and the aggression of Rhea Ripley driving Ivy Nile down.
Rhea Ripley taking a page from the Karate Kid book and sweeping the leg there.
See a little bit of frustration coming out of Rhea right there after that great show of strength by Ivy Nile. Way to escape out over the top. Block the boot. Ivy Nile falls in. Catches Rhea with a forearm. Irish whip reverse. Ivy Nile front of the corner. Rhea falls in. Ivy gets the knee up.
See, I think the problem with Rhea at this point in her game is she's gotten to the point where she feels she's so dominant that she feels like everybody is beneath her.
Well, at least
when you start taking your competition that lightly, you make mistakes.
Cover to your point. underestimating Ivy Niles' power and agility. Gets a 1 count there off the cross body. Oh, but a single leg kick rocked Ivy Nile. Again, still the coming night, a former WWE champion will appear on day 1, Monday Night Raw, before this show concludes. And again, to your point, I do think that Rhea Ripley has underestimated some of her competition. Let's not forget what happened with Natalya at Night of Champions. She sent a statement with her. And while the fall did go for about 10 minutes and was a very aggressive affair, again, you look at the track record of Rhea Ripley. She overcame, like I said, in that 5-way. She overcame Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler. She has beaten Raquel Rodriguez on multiple occasions. She outpowered and outlasted Nia Jax. And she was able to put out Zoe Stark, another one of your NXT originals. Now take over Tiaras there by Ivy Nile. Rhea Ripley coming in with a boot. Ivy Nile, they'll hooking her up. Nice power there shown by Ivy Nile, throwing the champion to the outside. And of course, titles can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Will it be Ivy Nile's night tonight on Monday Night Raw? As we go to the rest of my quiet picture in picture, because of course we do during women's matches, no matter what network or show we're talking about here, where at the end of the day, I still think women's wrestling is still heavily underwhelmed by the industry in general, unless you're in TNA or Impact. But, you know, the hindsight's 2020. As we got a commercial.
I was going to say, it seems like all the major shows, Raw, NXT to an extent, Dynamite, Collision, they all seem to go to commercial in almost every single matchup. So it doesn't matter if it's just a woman thing. They seem to do it in every matchup. It just gets frustrating.
Yes,
because the women deserve more of
there you go. That's
a spotlight.
That's what I was waiting for.
But they do it during the world title matches also in every company on every show.
It doesn't matter. You gotta tell people about Dawn, some stupid lame brain B-rated horror movie. You gotta advertise some lame brain reality show for a holiday couple that I can give 2 shits about.
Although, speaking of reality couples, I am looking forward to Love in WWE, Bianca and Montez, premiering on Hulu February 2nd.
And Rhea Ripley just dropped Ivy Nile jaw first from the electric chair position across the apron. And bringing it back inside the ring. Rhea Ripley taking control here. Fuck commercials. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck commercials for life. Anyway. Again, if you want to do the conversation, as you see down there, super chat as simple as that. But thank you all again for tuning in to our reaction coverage for the first showcase this year of Sports Entertainment. Nice spinal tap kick, vicious spinal tap kick to the back. And again, Rhea Ripley, why the dominance right now might just be a little bit of a content mundane run. There's no denying the journey of Rhea Ripley and what she's done to me. There is no denying why she is a top superstar, not the top female superstar. Again, Grand Slam champion. She won the NXT UK Women's Championship inaugurally. She won the NXT Championship against Shayna Baszler. Sorry, Big G. Oof. She won the Raw Women's Championship in her WrestleMania debut against Asuka. And she finally put Charlotte Flair down in a 3-year struggle to get back against the Queen at last year's WrestleMania and claim the SmackDown Women's Championship, now known as the freaking Undisputed Women's Championship, while she has the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Title names LOL. But Ivy Nile, again, she's had her fair share of chances for gold. And that can't be undermined. And Rhea Ripley cannot undermine this new generation of stars. She learned that firsthand when she went down to NXT and fought around with Lyra Valkyrie, who's now the NXT Women's Championship. Of course, will be defending that title tomorrow night against Blair Davenport. Oh, and a kick to the side of the head, rocking Ivy Nile. And Rhea Ripley was a cover, hook above legs, and a 2 count.
Saw Rhea Ripley there as you were talking, Noah, just toying with Ivy Nile. Again, I think she's taking Ivy way too lightly.
Yeah, she took her for granted.
And maybe Ivy isn't on the level of Rhea Ripley just yet, but that doesn't mean that Ivy doesn't know how to capitalize on a stutter step that Rhea may give to be able to upset her here this evening. Some people called it an upset 2 weeks ago when Kaden and Katana became the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions over Piper and Chelsea.
I didn't.
Me neither. They were the longest reigning women's tag team in NXT history.
They were also.
So I didn't think it was that replay there.
Well, yeah, right now you see Rhea Ripley with the abdominal stretch as we're just, advocating for women's wrestling. But I'm also going to say this real quick. They're a legitimate women's tag team. Hello. Anyway, as we go back to this singles encounter, what a drop kick by Rhea Ripley. Don't get me started on the tangent of women's tag team wrestling, the outlook of that.
Ivy Nile smartly rolling to the outside to create some distance between her and Rhea.
But she's
The eradicator of the Judgment Day.
I'm about to say, was she smartly doing that, or was that just impromptu based on the momentum of that drop kick? Once again, the electric chair position, and Ivy now able to fight out with the waist lock. Big German suplex on the floor. Good Lord.
And you saw the way Rhea kind of bounced there.
Yeah, you see her grabbing the back of her head. We don't need another one of those situations tonight. Again,
I know we've already got Giovanni Vinci who could be facing concussion protocols. We don't need to see Rhea Ripley go out also.
I don't need that on my radar on day one in the wrestling industry. I'm just saying. I mean,
especially with WrestleMania season upon us.
Yeah, again, Charlotte Flair, get well soon. No matter how you feel about the character, Ashley loves being part of WrestleMania, and she is a focal point. I mean, I
will agree with that. Yes.
And I mean, right now, Rhea Ripley a little bit robbed. Meanwhile, got caught with a leg drop. It's a cover by Nia Nuceno. Near fall for the challenger. I mean, Nia right now breathing new life into this match for her favor. And again, we talked about, of course, her effective finisher, the Dragon Sleeper. Might be looking for that front headlock guillotine, though, here. Rhea Ripley taking her off of the ropes, up and around Ivy now. Plants the chair on her head with a DDT. Is it enough here? Do we have a new champion? No.
So close. Look at this again, Noah. Watch this.
Up and around.
The relevations there.
Spikes her on her head. Great immediate hook of the leg there for a near fall. And right now, again, we talked about the rise of the women's division in WWE. We talked about your NXT. We're seeing your NXT breathe new life in the Raw women's division, particularly. Again, Zoe Stark was the last challenger to Rhea Ripley's title, and now we have Ivy Nile challenging here. Speaking of Zoe Stark, her and Shayna Baszler will be taking on Tia Nas and Natalya. No doubt, both these teams are looking for their way towards maybe a WWE Women's Tag title match. Big headbutt by Mommy as the Eradicator looks to eradicate her competition tonight. Rhea Ripley up to the top rope. Missile drop kick connects. Rhea with the cover. Hook of the far leg and a near fall. Great moxie and resilience shown by Ivy Nile tonight in her first WWE Women's Championship opportunity.
I think Rhea made the mistake by going for the far leg instead of the near leg. I think if she had got the near leg, she might have been able to get it there.
Well, to counterpoint, if she didn't hook the far leg, there's a potential that Ivy Nile, with awareness, could have grabbed for the rope break.
Rhea Ripley fair. Right now setting up for Riptide.
Pop handle. Ivy Nile able to skip the back door, though. Oh, caught her with a high kick. And Ivy Nile, gut wrench, power slam, cover, new champion, and air fall again.
Dude, I thought Ivy Hyatt had her there with that gut wrench suplex.
It would make my freaking night to see Mommy not on top. And I don't care who I pissed off in saying that. Women's World Championship on the line right now as Ivy Nile looks to start a new resolution as the leading lady of the Raw Women's Division, the new women's champion. Stop right there, though. Rhea Ripley might not just being the aggressor, driving Ivy Nile down with her knee. Big clothesline follow-up. Rhea Ripley right now. You see her gasping for air. To your point, definitely has taken her challenger a little likely. Might be looking now to put this away quickly. Oh, just having her way, just slamming her face first in the mat. And a lateral press by Rhea Ripley and another kick out by Ivy Nile. Take a look at this. Again. Wham!
Great short arm clothesline there.
And then you see the way Ivy Nile lands face first off the shoulder of Rhea Ripley. Just literally tossed down hard. Rhea Ripley right now back in control. Arguably the strongest member since Judgment Days and Seven. Not the most dominant, the most effective. She's the only one that hasn't had to play hot potato with any championships. Honestly, the Law and Order, the Peacemaker, Peacekeeper. You want to put any role towards Mommy and Judgment Day, your freaking statement would probably be accurate. And right now, Ivy Nile set across the top rope. And Rhea Ripley right now looking for some big high-risk offense out of the corner here. Up to the second rope with the front headlock. They might be looking to send Ivy Nile for a ride. Ivy Nile pushed up to the top rope. Rhea Ripley's got her hooked. Precarious situation here for both these women. Ivy Nile, though, finding battle with the body shots. Now readjusting her position, and Ivy Nile finally breaks the hold, and both these women squaring off in the corner. Ivy Nile right now, beating Rhea Ripley leads to the punch, driving the champion head first into the top turnbuckle. What's Ivy Nile looking for here? Sunset flip, but can she get the leverage? Rhea Ripley looks for the punch. Ivy Nile able to counter. Nice awareness there. Bouncing the champion top turnbuckle. Superplex! Off the ropes. Can Ivy Nile capitalize? Go for the cover. Turn the champ over. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg. And Rhea Ripley kicks out.
What?
Elevated.
A German suplex from the middle rope there.
Elevated German suplex to your point, JJ. Oh, jeez.
Again, dumping Rhea on her head. She literally folded back.
Right now,
Ivy going for some rapid kicks now.
Shades of Brian Danielson, that MMA background coming into play here. The striking prowess of Ivy now is nothing to take lightly.
No, come on, Ivy. You can't leave Rhea to rest for too long. You've got to stay on top of her. She is too fine of a specimen in the ring.
Oh my God! Headbutt into the crossbody denied. Bang! What a knee strike! And now Rhea Ripley might be looking to finish Ivy now. Here's the pop handle. Ringside connects. Cover. High stack. Mommy is on top still once again.
Damn it.
Damn it! And Rhea Ripley starts her 2024 off in a very dominant way. Rhea Ripley tested the night, but still holds on to the WWE Women's Heavyweight Champion. Great showing, though, and great attempt here by Ivy Nile. Arguably stronger than what Zoe Stark did at Survivor Series. Take a look at the replay here. This was the turning point. The crossbody intercepted by Mommy's head in the torso, not the win of Ivy Nile, and allowed Riptide to finally connect to the deep stack. Rhea Ripley still the eradicator and the leader of the Raw Women's division as WWE Women's Heavyweight Champion. The year begins as last year ended, with Mommy still on top for now. Well, still to come tonight, we saw one championship match, another championship match of a whole different sorts ahead, as Seth freaking Rollins will defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against a very, very, very motivated Drew McIntyre. And I gotta wonder again, JJ, it is the first Raw. It is the first day. Can Drew McIntyre get it done on day one? Or arguably after this, if he fails, is he done?
Not sure. Oh, looks like we're going to get our champion appearing next here on Raw.
Uh-oh. Well, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? We are mere moments away. We shall soon see. All right. Very impressive women's championship match. I enjoyed that for, what it was worth. And I'm glad Ivy now definitely got some good time to shine, be the aggressor. I was holding out for a new champion, but you know what? Day one, you can't expect everything to change the first day of the year.
No.
Very good match, though. Very good women's match. Good first women's match I've seen so far this year prior to Stardom's end last year. Good start to my women's wrestling escapades and viewership. Very good women's match. Definitely enjoyed that more than Becky Lynch and Nia Jax.
Jeff, if you can hear me, come back in real quick.
Say his name and he appears. Yes, Jeff.
I need to step away for a moment, gentlemen.
Oh, okay, you're fine. Well, Jeff, so far
Plus, I feel like you should be on the call for this appearance.
That's fair, just in case.
Oh, Lord. JJ, he might break something, folks. Your joy.
It's actually good. He's letting me good. I came in because I did want to make sure I plug what's still to come this week across the multiverse of media. So we'll do that.
Let's go ahead and talk about that. And since you're the
always good to get the shills in
marquee, all the promoting. Damn it, and the mind-numbing madness.
Yes, absolutely, always.
All right, go ahead, bring it up.
Make sure. All right, so of course tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, JJ. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, let's try that again. We want to do that. There we go. Tomorrow, Thursday, JJ still on his abbreviated schedule for the Love of Wrestling because of the holiday today, just like last week. So he'll be back tomorrow with his recap of the weekend shows. Wednesday with his recaps of Raw and NXT. Thursday with his recap of Dynamite, of course, this week. That's all this week from JJ. Tomorrow, in its permanent time slot now, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, the return of Stat Boy Sports Bar. This week, we are hearing Story Lose, so we'll go ahead and promote that out there now. But we have the advertising in place as it is, just in case we have a scheduling faux pas on Dory's end. But Stat Boy Sports Bar, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Followed immediately by our coverage of NXT New Year's Evil. That is coming up on immediately following Stat Boy Sports Bar tomorrow. Wednesday, the Greg Cherry Show. Correct date, not on there because Jeff spazzed last night. Wrestle Kingdom Noah, of course.
Yes!
Featuring who in a feature contest?
We got Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, we got Will Ospreay, John Moxley, David Finlay, we got Bryan Danielson, and Kazuchika Okada.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you. One of the best highlights of last year by a lot.
I was just watching the match. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Funnier and shit. You gotta watch it back. Meech's Musings will be Thursday live from downtown Los Angeles as I get ready to go watch my Los Angeles Kings play the Detroit Red Wings. That'll be outside in the courtyard at Peacock Place LA Live, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Friday we'll be on the air with our coverage of SmackDown, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. Probably like 7:45 for being honest. Kind of like today, kind of like tomorrow. But we'll make it work. Open mic night, of course, returns Saturday, 11 o'clock Eastern Pacific. It's normal time slot. And then we go to Sunday.
Yes, we all sleep.
Just sleep. We sleep off this week because we sleep.
Yeah,
we go meet.
Yes. And then the City Predicting Leagues, of course, return next week with the TNA League kicking off, of course, with TNA Hard to Kill. We'll talk more about that later as we return back to Monday Night Raw. And again, this is the first Raw of the year, but come the second week of the year, the Second City Saint returns to the Red Brand as CM Punk returns to Monday Night Raw next week. And who knows what's in his 2024 plans.
Some of y'all may be on a feed ahead of us. Don't say shit in the chat room.
Former WWE champion. All right, who we got?
Somebody. No.
What we got?
Okay, well, I'll leave the chat room be.
Just waiting. Oh, fuck my life! Bullshit!
Did they really troll us?
I would love for God to strike down this man with his mic and bring the Rock out here and rock bottom and back to friggin' idiot, if not the friggin' bottom of the planet. You son of a bitch, that 2017 will never leave me. God!
I agree with Mike D. This has to be a troll move. This has got to be a tease here.
Who is it?
Jinder Mahal.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Damn it.
Then look at disbelief
Josh,
besides
it's all
my
work.
face.
It's sports entertainment. It's all work. Josh, come on now.
Oh, my God.
Like, I think the Great Khali would have gone over better.
That's a low bar, but you're not wrong.
He's not off by much, though.
Yeah, he's not.
And the whole chat room is just mortified.
I'm gonna log off here.
This is all because you guys hindered the Jinder.
That's right.
He deserves to be hindered. Damn it!
And again, if anybody else comes out, chat room, please do not post anything until we react on screen.
Please.
You might as well just minimize your damn feed because you know this chat doesn't have any self-control. The fact they aren't cursing Jinder Mahal right now shows me a little bit of decorum. but I wouldn't hold it against them.
But
They
we all know
have to
Triple
be-
H's sense of humor too. Like,
He
come
is.
on.
He's the head of DX. You know he's punking us.
I'm just waiting.
Damn him.
Oh God.
Freaking Twitter's losing their minds over this.
I bet they are. That's why I'm not on that social media platform. Again, protect your mentality. You'll live better. Despite the fact my blood pressure probably just went up 30 points with that little tirade.
Oh my goodness.
I did not think I was going to be angry on the first day of the year, and somehow it actually happened. Go figure.
Well, I mean, leave it to Adam Pearce to rickroll us and to troll us in 2 days.
That's it.
Bloody freaking hell.
It's okay, Adam. We'll never give you up, brother.
I gave up on him a long time ago. You kidding me?
Blasphemy. That's almost as bad as attacking the Jarretts. Goodness gracious.
Did you
Adam
give
Pearce
up on
is
him
better
last
than
Christmas when you gave him your heart?
I don't
But
give
the very
my
next
heart.
day, he gave it away.
I don't give my heart to anybody. I'm solo for a reason.
Song, really?
Is it Whamageddon, Meacham?
No, I don't like that
Then
song
it doesn't
anyway.
matter.
I don't like that song anyway.
Dude, that song is awesome. You
Oh,
hush
it's
your
overplayed. It's
And
overplayed.
none of that shit matters, all right? None of that shit matters.
mouth. I still can't believe we're getting Jinder Mahal.
I am not going to be namaste through this shit. You got 15 seconds to get off my screen before I give every bad sailor looking like a good person here, and I turn this into a demonetization.
Please don't. We need to make money after last night's got blocked. I still think we're being trolled, Noah. They're letting the joke.
Sorry.
They're letting the joke run longer than they should, but I still think we're being trolled, Noah.
This has already gone long enough, JJ.
Because look at the look on Jinder's face. Like, he is eating up this reaction. Like, he knew that nobody was going to want to see him.
Yeah,
you can see the smile on his face.
Yeah, how many people went to the merch stand or freaking go puke in a toilet?
The collective groan from San Diego was everything. It was like, oh, like, no.
I definitely want to get Arlene and Emmanuel on post show to see like what the crowd reaction was like when Jinder came out there.
Yeah, the unfiltered nature of the freaking stupid vacuum that sucks more air out of the building than any exhaust I ever heard of.
People are standing up. People are starting to look towards the entrance like something is about to happen.
They're waiting for it.
Holy shit! What?
It's The Rock.
You gotta be motherfucking kidding me! The Rock is a Monday Night Raw!
The most electrifying man in all of entertainment has returned once again home.
I got goosebumps!
I can't hear the music, so I don't have the goosebumps. I'll probably get them when I watch it back on the West Coast feed. But goddamn, it is good to see him.
Dre The Rock Johnson on day one, Monday Night Raw.
I told you, Noah, they were trolling us. Look at it. He has goosebumps.
What the fuck?
That is how you know that he is not walking away from this company for a very long time. When he does still come out there, as rare as his appearances are these days, he still gets the hair standing up on his arm. He still gets the goosebumps from the electricity that gets fed to him by the millions and millions of Rock fans around the world.
The electricity on a level beyond anything you can find in any movie or any anime. This place has come uninterrupted. The Rock is back.
And Arlene and Emmanuel are there to see this.
Right.
This is akin to Valentine's Day 2011 when I saw him return at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California.
I acknowledge this guy, no matter how many times he surprises the hell out of me on TV, way before I'll acknowledge another person in this family.
Josh and Safet, I see you guys got chills. Are they multiplying?
I'm just taking it in. I don't need to say a damn thing. I'm just taking this shit in.
I know. Me too,
Dwayne
man.
The Rock Johnson, let's fucking go. For the first time in a long damn time, I actually care about sports entertainment.
And to think, I contemplated going to this.
Me too.
I could have been there
Yep.
again for The Rock to make a dramatic return.
And probably been taken out proverbially on a stretcher because you probably would have had a heart attack.
Yeah,
That's fair. You know, considering I'm 13 years older now than I was the last time he pulled this shit with me.
Holy hell.
The last time I was in fucking tears.
Yeah.
Because The Rock
sweating.
has been my guy since I started watching.
I'm sweating through my shirt so bad underneath this blazer.
I have never wavered on The Rock. When fans gave up on him because he chose Hollywood over the WWF, I stayed loyal to The Rock. Because I knew in his heart he was doing what he felt he needed to do. And when the time was right, he would come back.
The only thing
And
Rock
he
needs to do,
did.
the only thing the Rock needs to do besides kick Roman Reigns' ass and rock bomb into oblivion is become president of the United States at this point.
And I would vote for him.
I would actually vote for him. I would vote. I would actually vote.
All the voting. All the voting. All the voting. Like, seriously. Put that man in the chair.
Seriously, just close your damn freaking whatever else you want and just listen to this man speak. Nothing else matters right now.
Well, I mean,
That's fair because I can't hear what he's saying. I'm about to go to WWE shop and see if there's a new shirt on there for him.
right?
Oh, man.
Not yet, but we will see once the segment is over if something is dropped.
You got in your mid-word. You love to see that shit.
Oh, God, I love it. Freaking Art Cheek impression. Who's this piece of shit, Dabrone? You don't talk about 2017. My life.
Dude, Jay, seriously, watch this back.
I'm
And they
going
can't
to.
hear
I
it.
have to take my notes anyway, so
That's
I'm
it.
saying,
Yeah,
watch
he
it
has
back.
to.
Because as epic as the reaction was when you were there in Anaheim, the build was happening, the electricity was there. So it was kind of like, okay, probably. And the pop was amazing. The fact that he cut Jinder off mid-word, I swear I'm surprised the San Diego the arena just didn't implode on its damn self. That shit was.
I'm pretty sure I'd rattle the foundation for being perfectly honest. More than a earthquake in recent memory.
It's like they had to know it was gonna be Rock, so it's just like, okay, come on, Rock. Okay,
When
come on
you're
now.
showing up.
Can we not? Can we? Okay, cool.
Finally has come back to San Diego.
And let me just co-sign on Denise Salcedo. Triple H's sense of humor is the best.
I agree.
Come on, man. That's great shit. Anyway. Oh, man. Lots of good chatter on social media. What does this do to Cody's story? What does this do for Roman? What's going to happen now that he's back? So,
it is fine. People need to
He's
not
talking to-
sweat it.
Turn to Iron Sheik. Oh! Oh, man.
even the Fight TV account, who doesn't normally tweet WWE stuff because they're covering everybody else, they retweeted the minute and a half clip of Rock interrupting Mahal. So, you know, big deal.
The Rock transcends sports entertainment.
He does. Well, you know, now that his football's merged with the other football and doesn't look like he's in control anymore, he's got time on his hands.
Looks like Fluffy is at Raw tonight.
Resting bitch.
Gabriel in San Diego. Gee, that's never happened before. Oh, wait a minute.
I was gonna say
Ah,
when we went down there, we got to meet him, so
We did.
not
I
a
know.
big surprise.
No, it's not. It's awesome. Just luckily, there's nobody we know in a van that's going to break down in frickin' Carlsbad on the way back.
Yeah.
That's a long way from Long Beach for you geography kids.
damn.
That's a multi-$100 cab ride for you kids.
That's right. You don't interrupt the Rock when he's talking.
That's right. That's like interrupting Paul Heyman during a promo to do a wedding proposal. Oh, wait, they did that too.
Damn it, Rock. I could hear that through the headset.
Oh man, I love this.
His arms are bigger than my
America's
head.
the joke.
Jesus
You're the biggest
Christ.
damn joke since 2017. You kidding me? Brock Lesnar didn't want to spend a freaking minute with you. God damn right, it's not a joke.
You know, whenever I see Dwayne come back, I always think of Tully Blanchard's promo at the Hall of Fame and the shape he's in. I don't need to be. Rock doesn't need to be in as good a shape as he's in, for crying out loud.
And USA chants raining out loud and proud here at Day One Monday Night Raw. Let your patriotism speak. America. Oh man.
It doesn't matter if you didn't see that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
No. No. Uh-oh. Rock about to be judge, jury, and executioner. Uh-oh. What's he now? J1 douchebag! Hey, I actually would get behind that if it was on a shirt. The Rock giving Jinder Mahal a whole new name. How fitting.
Yeah.
And the people eating it up. Day One douchebag chants ring out loud and proud. Congratulations, Jinder Mahal. You got a name change. Day One douchebag. Oh God.
So just for FYI, I just went to trending on X.
Yes.
Number 2, WWE Raw. Number 5, Day One. Number 8, The Rock. Number 9, Jinder Mahal.
There you go.
17 is R-Truth. 18, Ivy Nile. Vinci. Dwayne. Rhea.
I'm guessing number one's that horrible outcome of that football game.
If I go, I don't talk about sports on wrestling shows.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
When I go to the For You section,
Yeah.
I see Mercedes Moné, AJ
Yeah.
Lee, Andrade.
Day One douchebag. Day One douchebag. Day One. When you literally could do that with an honest man where you are. Just saying. That's The Rock.
It was much more funny when it was at Penn State because the chant is "We are Penn State," and when they did the draft and they called Vince an asshole. That was great. This is just off the cuff, tremendous.
I love it. I freaking love it. Yeah, let me run this all night. I don't give a damn what else is on this show. Just let me run this channel all night. I'm fine with that. I actually care about this show now.
Damn.
Oh man, I wonder which side Arlene's on. Is she on Day One or is she on douchebag?
Right. Or she's stuck in the middle with them.
All right, the people. All right, the people having too much fun. The Rock gonna bring Law and Order. That was fun. Oh man, that's worth being up in the nosebleed seats. Oh, well that's good.
The thing with San Diego is it's a relatively small arena, so like even if you're up high, it's the feels You're up in it.
The Rock's gonna sing a little bit of the national anthem.
Oh my!
People's welcome. Like
Don't roll in that, Dwayne.
Say it was aware. Jack as hell.
The question now becomes, do I tell my dad or do I make him sit through Jinder Mahal for 2 minutes and make him wait?
Make him wait.
You make him sit through it.
But your balls aren't still there. That's a nice closing verse. Not brought to you by Blue Chew.
It's going to be a fun sports bar tomorrow, too. Not going to lie. Just reading over the different. I can't hear the promo from The Rock either, so I'm just going over my notes for tomorrow and going over the notes for the rest of the night. So I'm doing my thing.
Uh-oh. Oh, and Jinder Mahal teeing off against The Rock, and Jinder Mahal has felt like he has been insulted enough in front of the People's Champion, putting the boots of The Rock in the midsection, leaving it to Jinder Mahal that can't take a good joke. Nobody has no balls. And there we go. Here comes The Rock, fighting back, teeing off. The People's Champ. Irish with the meanwhile reverse of The Rock on the Jinder Mahal Spinebuster. Oh, I've been waiting a long damn fucking time to call this in the modern era. But I'm not going to. JJ, you better fucking speak.
It's the most electrifying move in all of entertainment. The People's Elbow. Right to the heart of Jinder Mahal. And whipping him like a government
bag. Oh, God. Thank you, Rock. Rocky Chance made it out loud and proud. Oh, man. Oh. San Diego, he loves you. Yeah, Happy New Year, Rock. Thank you. One more thing. After all this ass kicking, Rock's going to go out in San Diego. A little hungry. You're going to get something to eat. What are you getting to eat in San Diego? Rock goes out to something to eat. San Diego. Rock should sit in a booth. Or does Rock sit at the bar? Wait. Or should The Rock sit at the head of the table? At the head of the table! At the head of the fucking table! Answer C! Do I need to say anything else? At the motherfucking head of the table!
Shit just got real. Wow.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking, oh, baby, Roman Reigns acknowledged that shit. You've been put on notice.
Jay?
I got goosebumps and sweat marks out this world right now. The Rock looking to eat at the head of the table on day one. Call Roman Reigns now, Paul Heyman.
Jay, this party on Sunday is just got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, The Rock right now has already made his intentions known, but will Drew McIntyre finally make his golden aspirations fulfilled. Still to come tonight. They go to war one more time. Drew McIntyre looks to finally take the gold from Seth freaking Rollins and claim the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my gosh. It is our main event tonight for the World Heavyweight title live on Monday Night Raw. Okay. I feel great. I feel great all of a sudden for some reason. Well, as we look forward to unbelievably more mind-blowing, dream-making, star-creating, astonishing moments, and surprise-filled takeaways. Stay tuned, folks. Here on the JMN Network with the Media, we'll keep you in tune as we make our way to the Royal Rumble, and that'll be the first WPLE we will cover here as part of the Jeff Meacham Network, of course, on Saturday, January 27th. All right. I'm not going to say anything else because I'm full of commercial. I'm going to let the two people that actually run this thing because I just work for them and I'm forever grateful for professional wrestling. Damn it, at that moment. So I'm just going to shut up and let them speak.
Well,
trying to help out somebody in the chat room.
You just threw it to the two people that didn't really get to hear a word he said to try to speak on it, Noah.
You can still talk about The Rock and Roman. You've been fancy booking that nonsense.
All I can really say is it wasn't a huge surprise.
No.
Because as soon as that image got out of the Rose Bowl. What?
What the fuck was that?
But as soon as we got the image leaked from the Rose Bowl, it was pretty much a given. But it looks like we are finally on the road to Rock Roman. And it's poetic justice. We talked about it a little bit in the call the other day for WrestleMania 13, which ended up getting accidentally deleted off my computer.
Don't worry about that. Continue.
But Rock's first WrestleMania match was against the Sultan, aka Rikishi. His first WrestleMania main event was in Philadelphia. For his final WrestleMania match, he could be going up against Roman Reigns, his family, in Philadelphia. You can't get much more poetic, long-term storytelling than that. Whether he wins, whether he loses, whether he becomes champion, whether he becomes head of the table, whether he puts Roman over and Roman continues his trek to Hogan. You can't get much more poetic writing than that.
Did I mention I'm happy and I actually care about sports entertainment for the first time in a long time?
You did.
Okay.
So I guess the $1 million question is will you be tuning into Raw next week when there's not a watch along?
Depends if it follows up to this segment more than a video recap package. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, what's the chat talking about here? Pretty much the same stuff looks like that you were echoing here. That was great. Someone needs to smoke it. That was just a promo. This is the segment of the year already, and we're just starting the year, literally. Day one. And that was on my bingo. That was on my bingo card because how many they said? Roman and Rock, Roman and Rock, Roman and Rock, Roman and Rock. And speculation, rumor has it, blah, blah, blah. Book here, book here, book here. Reported by this website, blah, blah, blah. Seeing is believing. Hearing is seeing. And we'll see if we get a response. Go ahead.
Emmanuel, I don't know what you're asking about. If not, it's cool. Just wondering. I don't see any other post before that.
Yeah, I don't see any other posts either, so I'm not sure what he's talking about either.
Probably didn't get all the way through.
Okay. Well, anyway. Ugh.
But we are prepared to send you the link post show. So Just be on the lookout for that so you and your sister can pop in once the show is over, but enjoy it while you're there, brother.
Yeah, just
You
enjoy the
just
show.
got to see The Rock return.
And to your point, JJ, as we return back here on Monday Night Raw moments ago,
this?
the place was electrified as Jinder Mahal was running down America. And The Rock came back.
What are we looking at on the stream here?
That's a gift for The Office. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. Even I understand that. I've never even seen The Office. It's a gift. You know, the internet, gifts, memes, all the dumb social media tricks. Oh man. Rocky. I cannot believe I just fucking called a Rock segment. What the fuck is my life? Brahma Bull teeing off against the modern day one douchebag after Jinder Mahal was instigating everybody. And the Rock just teeing off here, just exploding with these rights. Oh man, the electricity was running absolutely wild. And JJ, I'm so damn glad you got to call that.
Yeah, me too, man. And here it is one more time.
Do it right, brother.
The most
Do it.
electrifying move in all of entertainment. The people's elbow driven right into the heart of Jinder Mahal.
I'm just going to call an audible right now with you. I know it wasn't a match, but still my greatest favorite people's elbow all the time, the one he slid in with the sunglasses on. Is there any way we could just call that match just because of that aftermath moment? I'm just saying.
Probably, yeah.
Come on, it's the people's elbow, JJ. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
He didn't lose his sunglasses during that people's elbow. Oh, but again, at the end of all that, the thing we need to take away, he is going to go out to eat, but he wants to eat high class more than usual. Would he do it at a booth? No. Would he do it at a chair? No. But how about at the head of the table? I'm just saying. But as we regroup to continue on with the current activities here at Monday Night Raw Day 1, it is time for a women's tag team contest. I will not rant about Shayna Baszler and her current overall long stake because Big G's not here to back me up on this, although I'm sure people agree with me. Meanwhile, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler make their way possibly towards cashing in their chips to getting a WWE Women's Tag Team title opportunity as they take on the duo of Tegan Nox and Natalya. Of course, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, both former Women's Tag Team champions in their own right under different team circumstances. Zoe Stark was a tag champ with Io Sky, and Shayna Baszler, of course, was a tag champ alongside Ronda Rousey, and even before them was a tag champ alongside, you guessed it, Nia Jax. Why Tegan Nox has held no gold since coming to WWE, the girl with the shiniest wizard, and the locker room leader for generations that has held all the gold and all the Guinness Book World Records, Natalya. I know we're all recovering from what we just saw, so I know this is going to be a little bit impromptu to call, but again, it is what it is here in WWE on Monday Night Raw.
I feel bad for these girls because they are literally the cool down between The Rock and the main event. Like, I feel so bad for them right now.
You know, if I wasn't calling this match, I would go on a rant about why Shayna Baszler is once again in a tag team match. But I feel like if I do that, my blood pressure is just going to go up again. And I just got cooled down with some electricity. And I'm trying my best to avoid another mini internal cornet stress attack.
Well, look, like I get everybody loves them some Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler should be contending for the women's championship. But I also take this as a Triple H trying to get the women's tag division under control, making tag teams. Zoe and Shayna work good together. Tegan and Natalya work good together. You want some teams to contend against Kaden and Katana? We've got to establish some fucking teams.
I guess that's a fair point. I won't argue that. And if you're going to make a tag team, you got to start by trying to build some sort of communication, some cohesion. And we have seen that cohesion on both sides here. Oh, and Shayna Baszler with that knee strike. There's a cover by Shayna. It's a
great blind tag by Shayna there.
Again, the wherewithal of the former NXT Women's Champion and former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Can Natalya and Tegan Nox climb back in this match here on Monday Night Raw as we go to picture-in-picture. You see Shayna Baszler right now. I'm not acknowledging anything else. I'm going to try and give the women here, they deserve it. And I've been a fan of Tegan Nox since she came into WWE back in the Mae Young Classic. And it was horrible what happened with her during that, with that freaking injury after coming back from surgery and getting injured that damn night. It's been nothing but stutter stats for her. And I hate that, considering she's the only one right now in this ring that hasn't been a champion right. And the time I just had a broken arm courtesy of a Shayna Baszler stomp. Anyway, again, let me just go ahead and say it, even in sports entertainment. Respect women's professional wrestling. Damn it. But I digress. Shayna Baszler right now. Ooh, and another rising knee strike running to Natalya. Tagged there by Zoe Stark. Oh, nice. Coming in there with the rotation off the springboard. Here's the cover. Hook on the far leg and a 2 count. And again, to your point, JJ, tag teams, it's about cohesion. It's about communication. It is about that awareness. It's about developing that non-verbal language and coming out to become, at some point, champions. That is the story of, to your point, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance going all the way back to my NXT, even though now they party more than freaking Potty Rock on a good night. Anyway, and they're not shuffling. Shayna Baszler right now, isolated with Natalya. Natalya isolated. Ooh, far away from Tegan Nox. Spinal tap kick. And Shayna hooks the far leg and gets a 2 count. And again, Natalya. You talked about Natalya. Locker room leader for generations. But one accolade that she's never held, even when she was tagging alongside the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, she's never been a tag champion.
No, and it's crazy to think that.
Right?
That as long as she's been in the company, she has not achieved tag team champion status.
I think, to my knowledge, the only other tag partner she actually did have was the Glamazon. So maybe Tegan Nox. This could be a first for both these women. The locker room leader and the talent for this generation. Tagged to Zoe Stark by Shayna Baszler, and of course Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, cut from a similar glove, both with that MMA type of background, that forward, ruthless, aggressive nature. There's a tag again. Quick tags here in succession right now by Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Just teeing off against Natalya in the corner. Natalya in a war to her right now. Natalya definitely needs a tag. Oh, that's right. I forgot that existed. I guess that's fair. But again, does anyone even remember that? And where is Tamina right now? I'm just saying.
Tamina actually recently retired, I believe.
Really? That shocks me. We're back live here on Monday Night Raw. Impromptu women's tag team action. Tegan Nox and Natalya versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Tegan finally in the match for the first time. And you wonder if one of these two teams could possibly be challengers towards Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Nice clothesline followed here by Tegan. Trying to build momentum up for her team. Falls in with the uppercut. Oh, the headbutt right to the heart by this little Brit. You see another tag team possibly on the scene. The Way, of course, talking about Candice LeRae and former NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell. Don't get me started on that shit. Oh! And, of course, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell are former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yes, they are.
Tegan Nox heading up to the top rope. Tegan Nox with a Molly go around. Here's a cover. Oh, no, the shoulders are down. Cover. 2. Did not have enough body weight forward on the shoulders. That could have been a defining moment for Tegan Nox to pin Shayna Baszler. And looking for the kick. High kick. Roundhouse miss by Shayna. Meanwhile, Tegan hooking up Shayna. Looking for a DDT. Counter. Oh! Yeah, you hear that echo out of the freaking arena here in San Diego. Natalya coming in to the end of her partner. And so we start with the super kick to Natalya. Caught her right on the job. Baszler and Stark have been on fire pretty much 90% of this match. Shayna Baszler with a suplex. And now they show Stark. Oh, Z360. Cover. And it's over. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler with a dominant win.
About what I expected it with the way they treat Natalia these days.
It's sad, but it is true indeed. Either way, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, great demonstration of tag team wrestling here. Certainly a force to be reckoned with in the Raw Women's Division. Probably more dangerous as a duo than as singles. And we'll see what that means going forward and see if they actually get an opportunity. Well, it's been a long night. It's been an interesting night. But it's time now to get ready for our main event. The first WWE World Heavyweight Championship match of 2024. As Seth freaking Rollins will defend the gold against Drew McIntyre. And let's look ahead back at what got us here to this moment. The maniacal Monday Night Messiah of his own drip, Monday Night Rollins, who has held down this brand on a weekly basis. Adorned with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship when he got back last year at Night of Champions against AJ Styles. What? Drew McIntyre, though, is a desperate man here, JJ, and desperate men do desperate things. You can see it in the eyes of Drew McIntyre. Tonight truly feels like it's all or nothing. As we're looking at Veil Patch here, folks, in case you're wondering why the Renegade might be a little bit silent here. Talk about a family affair of sorts here. How far a parent supports their child in pursuing what they want to do, a dream yet to come true. Actions and words. I would say actions speak louder than words, and Drew McIntyre's actions as of late have shown how unhinged, unstable, how unraveling Drew McIntyre is.
Well, that's true, but everything that he has said that he has put to the side for this quest is part of why he has become so unhinged. So Seth is kind of wrong here in the fact that the actions and the words are lining up.
Yeah,
you
but
know, how much do you have to sacrifice before you finally hit rock bottom and snap?
Yeah, but JJ,
granted, there's better ways to handle hitting rock bottom,
right?
But not everybody handles things the same way.
So I'm just going to say this, though, because at the end of the day, when you find yourself where you are, it comes down to one thing: responsibility for your own actions. Drew McIntyre has been oh my God! He just drove Seth freaking Rollins face first to the LED barricade.
Yes, he did.
I was going to say Drew McIntyre has taken out his frustrations on everybody but himself, because at the end of the day, the only one denying him of being champion is himself. He says he's willing to do whatever it takes. He failed to do that on multiple occasions. But after that Alabama slammer on possibly an injured wrist, Seth Rollins, he may have finally given himself a golden chance.
And here we go.
It is do or die for the Scotsmen tonight in the main event of Monday Night Raw Day 1 for the World Heavyweight Championship. A desperate man literally right now at the end of the line. Drew McIntyre hopes to finally fulfill his dream and become the World Heavyweight Champion tonight.
His broken dream.
Yeah, but will he make him come true? Without that fame, I don't think so. Honestly, without that fame, I don't think he's been able to make a dream come true since WrestleMania 36.
And I still think this match is going to go one of two ways. And people are sitting, well, that's obvious, Renegade. Either Seth's going to win or Drew's going to win. No. Either Seth walks out of here with the title or Priest walks out of here with the title.
Yep. But for right now, we got to focus on these two men as the richest prize on Monday Night Raw is on the line. Our main event coming up next, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, the World Heavyweight Championship, live, our main event here on Monday Night Raw.
Because think about it, how much further over the edge will that send Drew if Drew can pin Rollins and then gets cashed in on?
Yeah. I mean, I've been saying it for the longest time. Time is running out. Every freaking PLE last year, since he got that briefcase of Money in the Bank, the bonus question was asked, will he cash in? And freaking 5 out of 6 times, most people were trying to say, yes, go for it. Do it. This is your moment. This is your time. Break away from the Judgment Day. Finally, fulfill your destiny. And he has yet to do that yet, where his name could live in infamy truly forever in the highest glory. Could he do that tonight on day one? Finally fulfill a long-awaited prophecy, not just for himself, but for the fans, honestly. That remains to be seen tonight, JJ. But honest to God, I'm just going to say right now, I'm tired of no DQ. And yes, folks, the no DQ predictions leagues will be back, and I will be happy to book and lead them once again and track results. And the All Elite League results will be out later this week for 2023 and NXT, but I digress. If Damian Priest does not, I repeat, if Damian Priest does not cash in tonight, it doesn't matter when he cashes in. I officially believe he will never become the freaking World Heavyweight Champion for that briefcase.
Wow, okay. I'm still waiting to see somebody cash it in on the 1-year anniversary. That's one of the only things that hasn't been done yet. Could you imagine? Yes. Paint the scene here. Look at things through my lens.
I'm listening. I'm looking.
Whoever is the champion come Money in the Bank, the winner of the briefcase that night comes out to try to cash in. And then as soon as that match is over, win, lose, whatever, here comes Priest, who everybody has forgotten about because it is literally the 1-year mark.
Yeah,
and
TikTok.
he cashes in. Just saying.
I said
how crazy would that be?
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. You are the fan, the friend that I buy in, believe in, acknowledge in. Fair, logical, worthwhile booking, long term in sports entertainment. I would love to see that. But again, is Triple H willing to friggin' do that? And funny enough, with everything we got coming up in WPLEs, with Royal Rumble, with Elimination Chamber, with WrestleMania, with Bash of the Berlin, we have no damn clue about Money in the Bank yet this year. They even talked about Backlash, for freaking Pete's sake, in France. Speaking of which, there will be a WWE preview special this week, live this Thursday on the Peacock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So maybe that will outline more of 2024's PLE lineup and special showcase events. So if you all get the chance, go check that out. WWE preview special 2024, live this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The only reason I'm promoting that, WWE Network right now, we do not have a watch-along event planned for that night. But we do have this plan for next week, as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes will look to close the book on Shinsuke Nakamura once and for all. But will Shinsuke Nakamura be the author of the American Nightmare's dream broken once and for all? Meanwhile, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter, they will defend their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, who have cashed in their rematch clause. And also next week, on the second Raw of the year, the second Sea Saint returns to the Red Brand. CM Punk returns to Raw next week. And I guarantee you'll have a lot to say about his 2024 intentions. Oh boy. Meanwhile, in the ring, we see Drew McIntyre as we wait to see if Seth freaking Rollins will be adorned with the drip 10 pounds heavier with the WWE Heavyweight Championship here in moments. As we saw last month, Sami Zayn had a tweaked ankle after trying to talk sense to Drew McIntyre going one-on-one against him. Drew McIntyre preyed upon that vulnerability and showed no mercy with that vicious shot block. A relentless assault by Drew McIntyre that has put Sami Zayn out indefinitely. If he's willing to go that far.
Apparently, Wade Barrett just said on commentary that Triple H will have a special announcement during the Peacock show on Thursday.
All right. Yeah, you see that wound right there in his head, though. Oh, boy.
Well, it is time to burn it down here, Noah.
He is a visionary. He is revolutionary. He is longer-term standing, maniacal cackling, face of Monday Night Raw. He is our WWE Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins, who has held the World Heavyweight Championship since winning it against AJ Styles last year at Night of Champions, has overcome Damian Priest, Jey Uso, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, and previously in a one-on-one encounter, Drew McIntyre. He has been champion now for over 220 days, and is going to his 11th, going to his 9th defense of this title. And you figure about, again, the weight's heavier on the champion or the challenger. I would argue to say the weight is more heavily on Drew McIntyre tonight, where, again, I feel for him, this is all or nothing. Let's go down the introductions. Samantha Irvin, bring us in. Best ring announcer right now in all of WWE. Air Scotland. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have a feeling the odds is not going to be serenading long before this match begins. Again, the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship, once again reigniting the legacy of Big Gold. Bell rings are underway, and Seth Rollins right now being the aggressor, going in with a hot start. Ooh, Drew McIntyre to punch, big knife edge chop here. And Drew McIntyre right now just squaring off against Seth freaking Rollins. And again, JJ, we called it. It was Crown Jewel. It was Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins. And he has nobody to blame for himself but that loss. He got beat fair and square. And we saw how far these two were willing to go back then. So what's Drew McIntyre have to do or is willing to do now in what could be his last chance, not only to beat Seth Rollins, but get this championship?
He's got to stay focused, man. He's got to stay determined. He's got to keep his composure. And I know that's difficult for Drew, but he's got to make it happen.
Uh-oh. Drew McIntyre's got Seth freaking Rollins hooked here for the Alabama Slammer, not against the steel ring steps. 2 weeks ago, we saw what happened, and Seth Rollins able to find his way to the top rope. And again, I got to wonder the state of Seth Rollins after that beating 2 weeks ago. Nice kick by Rollins in between the ropes. Now Rollins looking to pick up speed and follows up at the top. So let's see. Uh-oh. Drew McIntyre caught him, though. Whoa, God! McIntyre with the belly-to-belly throw. McIntyre taking control. Can McIntyre finally win here at Day 1 Monday Night Raw? New Year's resolution might equal final resolution for Drew McIntyre if he beats Seth freaking Rollins. But what awaits tomorrow? Anything but good NXT New Year's Evil tomorrow night. And we will cover that here at the Jeff Meacham Network, here at the JMN Multiverse Media Live Watch Along events. Again, headlined by Trick Williams going after Ela Drown for the NXT Championship, and Lara Valgrad defending the NXT Women's Championship against Blair Davenport, and so much more as we got the finals of the men's breakout tourney. JJ's brand, JJ's NXT, taking front and center for the first Tuesday, second day of the year here in January. Knife edge chop by Drew McIntyre just took Seth Rollins down to his knees.
But Drew taking time to just gloat. He needs to stay on top of Seth.
And about to say you're right now in the driver's seat, but you gotta continue the force. You gotta continue to be the aggressor. And Seth Rollins right now just trying to fight back with his own knife edge chops here. And again, what's the condition? What's the well-being of the champion? You saw him right there just grasp his smaller back. We were talking about that story against Shinsuke Nakamura. Drew McIntyre with the cover gets a 1 count.
We've been talking about that story since he won the championship.
Yeah, but it's Shinsuke Nakamura that really brought it ahead. He said he knew his weakness. I knew about your back. And Seth Rollins, whether it's full degree or not, has come out and literally confirmed that. He's been damaged goods from a vertebrae standpoint for the better part of 4 years. 5 years now, excuse me. Now we're in 2024. And now Drew McIntyre climbing away, a page straight out of an old running mate, Sheamus's playbook. And let's not forget about the wars Drew McIntyre endured against Sheamus during the pandemic. Man, just teeing off against Seth Rollins there in the corner, driving his fist into the heart of the champion. The referee checking Seth Rollins right now, seeing if he can continue. Of course, the title can change hands via forfeit. Can only change hands besides that, though, via pinfall or submission. And again, Sandy, always appreciate you. Always appreciate all you here. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the first Monday Night Raw. Again, we love doing this for you, particularly for special TV showings. Don't think this will become a weekly thing. Ain't enough money for that, I believe. But again, if you enjoy this, please let's subscribe, comment, tell a friend. And if you want to dictate the conversation, don't have to dictate. Super chat, simple as that. As the Jeff Meacham Network keeps you in tune with everything. WWE, AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, NXT, some NJPW too, and of course AEW. Oh, the gunstone across the top rope. And right now, Drew McIntyre once again, hook of the near leg. It gets a 2 count. And right now, Drew McIntyre is driving the win out of the champion, JJ.
Yep. Staying on top of him like he needs to. Like I told you a few minutes ago, man, you've got to give keep the force on Seth. That's one of the big mistakes Drew is making, is he's allowed Seth to regain his composure, to regain his bearings.
And you
before
look at
going
now,
full tilt like he has been these last few weeks. He's taken the foot off of the gas in moments like this.
Bit of a stutter step here right now for Seth freaking Rollins as we are back here at Monday Night Raw, Day 1, main event, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth Rollins defends against Drew McIntyre. Oh, and McIntyre takes Seth Rollins down. And right now, McIntyre just squaring off against the champion again. Seth freaking Rollins' defenses have been against Finn Balor twice, Shinsuke Nakamura twice, Damian Priest, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre once. And now he faces Drew McIntyre for a second time here in the main event of the first Monday Night Raw 2024. Again, champion's advantage, though. Title can AJ's hands via pinfall or submission. It's a battle of a family man versus a man whose family told him leave everything behind and go as far as you want to go to achieve your dream. Don't look back and don't come back. That's the story of Drew McIntyre. Irish whip now. Seth Rollins is sent off in the ropes, and Seth Rollins, oh God, tilt to a backbreaker, covered by Drew McIntyre and a 2 count. Again, the focus attack right now on that lower back. You see Seth Rollins hunched over. Take a look at the replay here, JJ. Watch the way Seth lands. Oh, good grief. I'm pretty sure that will be the story of the rest of Seth Rollins' career, more than ever. Right now, Drew McIntyre hoisting the champion up. McIntyre up to the second rope. Seth Rollins up in the fireman's carry. Seth Rollins, though, change the position, though, trying to slip out of the back door. Might be looking for a sunset flip or maybe a buckle bomb. Got Drew McIntyre up. Oh,
Drops
the
him
back
though.
gave
The
out.
weight, yeah.
I'll say that frame. Meanwhile, McIntyre up and over. Rollins with a great counter though. And again, Drew McIntyre falls in. Seth Rollins drives McIntyre's shoulder first into the ring post. And that right there could be a game changer in this match. See right now, Drew McIntyre's on the outside of the ring. Seth Rollins, though, aware of the situation, looking to take advantage of this opportunity. You know Seth Rollins is not going to go for a count out here. We've seen lately the MO of Seth freaking Rollins. Give absolutely everything and more. Up and over with the tope, calling it low. And
Wow.
again, reckless abandonment, putting his own well-being and back at risk. Take a look at this. Oy.
Great risk there by Seth Rollins.
Yeah, high risk, high reward. But again, can he cash in? Being a former Money in the Bank cash-in holder and successful cash-in, might I add, tonight against Drew McIntyre.
And speaking of cash in, gotta always be paying attention for Damian Priest. We haven't seen him or Finn Balor from the Judgment Day at all this evening.
Nope.
Who knows where they may be lurking, or
Well,
if they're even there.
I was about to say, Seth Rollins even focused on that after that DDT to Drew McIntyre coming off the ropes. What a frog splash! Covered by the Championship to retain at a 2 count. Whoa. Look at the way Seth freaking Rollins took Drew McIntyre up and around, planting him with that DDT, not on the top of his head, but watch this splash and watch how Seth Rollins lands. Whoa!
God.
What a bounce. Great quick cover, though, for a 2.5. Right now, Seth Rollins, recomposing himself up and over off the second rope. Lands on his feet, though. Went for the moonsault, but again, the back compressed. McIntyre followed in. Lands up and over on the apron. McIntyre catching Seth coming in. Again, Drew McIntyre now up to the top rope. There's that blast and why Seth freaking Rollins jumps up like nothing. Superplex! And the float over. Got him clipped like McIntyre. Oh!
Falcon Arrow.
Is it enough? Has he done the deal? No!
Man, that could have been it right there. I want to see that again. That was so pretty.
Again, how well do these two know each other? Does Drew McIntyre know Seth Rollins enough to claim the gold? We'll find out here soon enough to go to another picture-in-picture. Yeah, and again, to your point, I thought, again, why do they keep doing that to you? You're trying to call replay, and it's like, no, we're going to talk more about advertising because people care more about hearing about oils than they actually care about watching the action. Screw you, advertisers. Anyway. Tell me if I'm telling lies. Anyway.
I mean, you're not, but I mean, we could also be running our own advertisement and showing people Noah. That's what I call music.
Let's not. We're in the middle of the main event. Let's not. If they want to go look at that, go watch Open Mic Night freaking season ushering in season ending spectacular of 5.5 hours of absolute craziness. And right now, Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins with the show. Oh, Seth catches Drew though, kicks to the midsection. Seth with the fall in. Drew falls in though, back elbow strike. And once again, hooking Seth up for that big. Can he hit it though? Turning him around. Where's Seth going to land if he hits this? Alabama Slammer. And McIntyre with the cover, hooking to her leg, and a 2 count.
Nope, not enough.
Woof. Again, the power and the agility of this Scotsman cannot be taken for granted in either capacity. It can't. Ay, ay, ay.
See, but again, Drew is just sitting there. He's allowing Seth to regain his composure. He's allowing Seth to get his bearings. He's not staying on top of him. Even if all he's going to do is go for the Claymore, he should be standing him up, maybe throwing him into the ring. There we go, into the corner so that he can set him up for it. But you're allowing Seth to get that breath and that oxygen back in him. You're giving him time to recuperate, to counter, to regain the advantage.
Ugh, knife edge chop. But to your point, you said Drew McIntyre needs to keep his composure. He needs to stay in control, not just of the match, but of himself. He can't afford to rush in or make mistakes here. I think that last kick out was a sense of disbelief for the challenger. Frustration has to be setting in. Again, Drew McIntyre, pressure's on him. I feel it's all or nothing. For Seth Rollins, he has champion's advantage. And while I don't think Seth would ever go for that, desperate times will call for desperate measures on either man's behalf. Seth Rollins right now just clubbing away at Drew McIntyre in the corner, just wailing away at his back like he was a freaking drummer, and raking the epidermis away for the Scotsman. Again, the nail is just driven by Drew McIntyre. Oh! Rushes in with that forearm strike and sends Seth literally hunched back across that ring post. I guarantee that is not a comfortable seat on that lower back.
No.
Just saying.
And we're back.
This is our main event here. Monday Night Raw, day one. Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. McIntyre, the challenger. Seth, the champion. And McIntyre right now has Seth hooked. What noise? And McIntyre with the cover to win the title with a near fall. A move from his friend and brawling brute and arrival 2020 Sheamus's playbook. Fella. And it almost granted him the championship. Take a look at this. God. The landing on Seth's back. That spine has taken so much damage and so much punishment here. But Seth refuses to die. Again, McIntyre has shown no sense of remorse, no sense of safety and well-being for his opponent. All he sees is red, but he wants to be wearing gold tonight. Oof.
Brutal chops back and forth here.
Oh!
Seth with a kick staggers Drew, but doesn't take him down.
Isn't down to a knee, though, with that kick. Follows up with the front kick. Rocks the Scotsman. Kicks to the side of the head. And Seth freaking Rollins here.
Wait a minute. What is Seth going for here?
Whoop!
Oh, going for the curb stomp.
Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Nope.
Double underhook. Go!
Future shock.
Yep. Go ahead. Ooh.
And he
That's
kips up.
You talk about future. We're still stuck in the present. Drew McIntyre didn't go for the cover. He just kipped up. Again, what's the future going to look like after day one here?
Here we go. Drew's in the quarter. He's feeling it. Getting set for that Claymore kick. 3, 2, 1.
And Rollins able to catch it. The power bomb set out cover. 2, no.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Nearly planted him back to Scotland with that. Take a look at this. McIntyre looking for the Claymore. Seth catching him though and planting. So Drew McIntyre down for a 2 count. Again, not enough body weight there, clearly. They also think about the impact on the back as well. An incredible World Championship run by Seth freaking Rollins again since last year at the end of May. And now the Phoenix looking to fly tonight. Seth freaking Rollins up to the top rope. Going for a brawl. Phoenix splash. Rolls through. Lands on his feet. Drew McIntyre. Waits for the Claymore. Seth Rollins was able to duck underneath. Super kick. Catches Drew McIntyre. Now Drew McIntyre hooked by Seth Rollins. Double underhook. Pedigree! Pedigree! Pedigree connects. Here's the cover by Seth to retain. No!
Wow. This is a hell of a match, Noah.
What a freaking show of resilience here by the challenger. Drew McIntyre keeps his golden dreams alive. Barely. McIntyre right now literally rocks Seth freaking Rollins right now at a point maybe of, wait a minute, what? Oh no, not tonight.
Yes. Damian Priest with his own referee, Dominic Mysterio in tow.
And again, he has a guaranteed opportunity for the title. He could cash in. He could make this a triple threat. He could literally pull a Seth freaking Rollins and Seth right now. Oh, driven with the case. Side of the head. And Damian Priest with a briefcase in hand. Will he cash in? And day one, meanwhile, McIntyre clamor on the side. Damian Priest's head. And caught and don't accept for the ride. McIntyre will not be denied. Never interrupt this. Claymore connects. Here's the cover. 2 and McIntyre. Oh!
Seth's foot is on the ropes with McIntyre's pin. I thought that was it, and Drew is pissed.
Nothing. There was nothing, JJ, but really a whim of air between Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins for Seth to find his foot on that bottom rope and force the break.
Seth didn't even put his foot. Drew pulled him back so far in the pin that his foot was on the rope.
Oh, and Drew McIntyre is furious right now. He thought that should have been it. And to your point, yeah, he literally cooked him in so deep. And Rollins right now literally is for the pins, but Drew McIntyre is about to lose his composure as he literally clears off the announce table down at Mysterio and Damian Priest down at ringside. And McIntyre right now has Seth freaking Rollins up on the announce desk. Chaos has unfolded here now, Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins out of the back door, though. Gets to the midsection. Double underhook to Drew McIntyre. Looking for a pedigree for the announce table.
And the table didn't break.
Drew McIntyre
throws Drew back in the ring.
Again, and now Rollins back in the driver's seat. Middle of the ring, the world champion, the curb stomp connects. Has the Warriors' heart finally been put out cover? 2 and Seth has retained again. Seth friggin' Rollins is still WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Good Lord.
But Priest and Dominic are still ringside. Priest is still up. Briefcase in tow, Noah.
No catch for right now.
We could still get something.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and look at this pinnacle fall here to your point, JJ. Claymore, Drew McIntyre deep under the leg, and that foot on the rope, and the ref just caught it at 2 9/10. Divine Intervention was on Seth freaking Rollins' side tonight, but Senor Money in the Bank still looms. Cash in denied, and Drew McIntyre's dreams at this point may never come true. As day one, Monday Night Raw concludes for the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams. I am the Simple Man, the voice of JMN, Noah Foster. We'll see you tomorrow night for NXT New Year's Evil, and thank you for tuning in to our coverage of Monday Night Raw. I did not think I was going to go in that deep tonight. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
A heck of a show. I will give it credit. Some star steps as always for 3 hours. But again, people, don't worry about my opinion. I ask you, were you not entertained?
Yes.
And that's all that matters.
What did you guys think of the first Raw of 2024? Personally, I thought it was a hell of a kickoff to the year.
Boy.
You know, definitely pay-per-view PLE quality.
There you go. And of course, let's go ahead and bring the people up to speed because, of course, folks, we far from done. Still to come this week, you can catch the Renegade of Wrestling and get his insights on all things professional wrestling and sports entertainment for his love of this business, for the love of wrestling, here at Castle the 18 Studios, part of the Jeff Beecham Network, where he covers Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Rampage, Dynamite Collision the following day. So please stay tuned tomorrow, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern Standard Time. JJ Williams, for the love of wrestling, bringing you in the day after towards what's happened previously. Ugh.
Yep.
Stat Boy Sports Bar, of course, that's new permanent time now, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time weekly, and it returns January, I believe that's 2nd, right prior to our coverage of NXT New Year's Evil. So if you are a sports fan, go ahead and pop into the Sports Bar with your bar keeps, Stat Boy Mikey and Dory Lou. And like I said, tonight, day one has come to an end, but tomorrow, JJ's brand once again begins as we will be back to cover NXT New Year's Evil. And that immediately follows Stat Boy Sports Bar. And we, of course, will have a little pre-show hype as we talk about all the matches to come. This is JJ's show, so I'm not going to run down the card. JJ, what's in store tomorrow night for the people of the multiverse of media and the viewers galore?
Well, we have an NXT Championship match on deck as Trick Williams will challenge Ilya Dragunov. We have Roxanne Perez versus Ariana Grace in a grudge match. We have a ranch hand or servant for a day match between Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley. The women's championship will be on the line as Lyra Valkyria defends against Blair Davenport. Dragon Lee, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro will be taking on Drew Gulak, Damon Kemp, and the newest member of the No Quarter Catch crew, as Charlie Dempsey is currently in Japan. I saw his social media post today. He is already there for his match. We've also got the finals of the men's NXT Breakout Tournament, as Riley Osborne, representing Chase U, takes on Obafemi. And we will hear from Ridge Holland for the first time since the accident that occurred with Ilya Dragunov and him in the ring.
And I'm sure there'll be so much more ahead as your NXT begins a new year. And of course, if you want a little bit of fun, humor, various entertainment with Greg and guests, check out The Greg Cherry Show, weekly, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, courtesy of the Greg Cherry brand. The Greg Cherry Show, right here on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. But that's not all, folks, as again, we are covering all the biggest stuff here that we could at least, figure out a time to do and stream. That's why I'm not covering Pro Wrestling Noah, but I definitely would love to try and do that at some point because I'm crazy. But I will be covering Wrestle Kingdom 18 in Tokyo Dome. Headlined by Sanada defending the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Tetsuya Naito. We have a new champion being crowned as Will Ospreay, David Finn, and Jon Moxley fight for the first ever IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Not to mention, we will have Bryan Danielson, American Dragon, looking for revenge. Eye for an arm as he will take on Red Mecha, Kazuchika Okada, and so much more. And that, of course, comes at Wrestle Kingdom 18 in Tokyo Dome. So stay tuned for that.
All right.
But that being said, as we get into our post-show, more fun than Raw Talk, coming on now, live from San Diego, is our live spectators, on-field correspondents, the lovely Arlene and Emmanuel, the Dominguez siblings. Hello, my friends. How was your Monday Night Raw experience?
Good. I don't know if you can hear us.
I heard you. I saw a little bit. I heard a little bit of echo, but I heard good. JJ, why don't you go ahead and pose a question?
No, we can hear you well. So what did you think about it, guys? How was it?
Oh, echo.
Oh,
Let's try that again.
I found my phone.
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, we hear both of you, so go ahead, JJ. Now you should be good.
And just how was the experience? First and foremost, when they announced the former champion and it was Jinder Mahal, like, what was your guys' initial reaction to that? Because
I was so pissed because I was sending clips to my friend who was not able to make it to the Raw, and I was like, we just got rickrolled. That's what my first thought was.
I told her that no, this is just a ruse, like a sham, a hoodwink. I knew something was more gonna come because that's how Triple H works, and and basically, like once the Rock hit the music hit, the crowd was basically all over it and kind of felt bad for Natalia and the rest of the girls because that crowd was dead afterwards.
I bet I was doing my best to commentate that match. I'm pretty sure my freaking rant with Jinder Mahal out there and being rickrolled in 2024, damn it, was probably heard out there in San Diego. I was so damn pissed.
Yeah, because during the whole event, it was pretty fun. The main event for the WWE dark matches was Akira Tozawa versus Bronson Reed again, and Bronson Reed won, and then Johnny Wrestling versus Ivar, and Johnny Wrestling won. Hopefully, you saw the signs we put watch the Jeff Meacham Network and the NoDQ.com, but I'm not sure if we made it on TV and how WWE is. Once they see that sign, they try to not to focus on that area, so
right.
I tried to support.
Well,
we saw that. She sent us the picture. We showed it a couple times on the air. Once we get off the air here, I am going to watch the West Coast feed back. So if I see it, I'll try to screenshot it.
Yeah, it was kind of spoiled in the internet once the Rock was going to head to San Diego because there were some back behind the scenes of, Rock shaking hands with somebody.
Nick Khan.
Yeah.
And that kind of ruined the fun. Like this is. I was telling I was thinking to myself, but it was too late to tell my sister, don't look at the internet that way. We are surprised legitimately, but it's kind of like once we saw that, I was like, it's done. I know it's coming.
Yeah,
So
you got to avoid doing that. There's a reason, like I said, protect your mentality. I don't scroll. I don't have notifications. I had no idea.
I think that's why they threw Jinder out there, was because everyone saw that picture.
Oh, without a doubt, it was a red herring.
So it's they rickrolled everybody. They trolled us, and then when it went long enough, they dropped the Rock's beat, and the whole place came unglued,
including me.
Yeah, we tried to be as loud. I tried to cheer the girls with Tegan, with Natalia, with like you could see me try to yell for like all four girls, like kick her ass, like Natalia, kick her ass, Tegan, kick her ass.
That's funny. Well, it is what it is in this day and age of sports entertainment booking. Yeah, they were handed the worst hand possible. And Shayna Baszler does magic tricks with playing cards. Go check out her channel on YouTube, folks. She got dealt the worst hand possible.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Nia Jax actually got the win.
Right?
Over Becky Lynch. That was a swerve that I did not see coming. I was like, wow, like they actually put her over. Like, and this is like I feel like it's gonna be Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley in Australia since next month at 3 a.m. Hopefully I'll be awake during that time and see the pay-per-view.
Well, that'll put butts in seats, but it is Australia. I mean, they do things backwards down there. I mean, toilets spin the wrong ways, and as far as I know, blimeys go into crikeys. So, I mean, it's a whole different country down there.
Yeah. True.
So, but I mean, we'll be up. I'm crazy, so it is what it is with that. But you gotta have something ahead of WrestleMania. Yes, I still have a voice. So. Besides that, you talk about the dark, you talk about the electrifying field, you talk about the freaking dead silence during the freaking women's tag match. What was your favorite match to watch?
I go let her answer first. I have to think about it first.
They did get dark matches too, to be fair.
I would say I think my favorite match of the night was Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Like, she was bloodied. It was crazy. Like, Nia deserves her thing for making Becky Lynch look good despite everything.
That's fair. JJ, any other thoughts or questions from you?
Nothing I can think of. I mean, the main thing was to get them on to talk about, the vibe and everything. When Dominic was out there, how legit are those boos now that y'all have been in the ring?
Like every time we've gone to a house show or like any time we go into, it's real. It's 100% real. That hate, you saw it. You and Miss were saying, I can't even hear you, Dom, and you trying to, and you have a mic in your.
You have a mic in your face. They're going for a dead zone. All right. Let's see if they get back on here. I mean, I'd like to think that more of Triple H presentation is authentic versus artificial. So hearing that from them makes me a bit more optimistic towards, organic growth and presentation, not just something that's, robotically generic. But I digress. Well, that's fair. And wow, what a screenshot. Capacity crowd on hand, San
Is it
Diego.
gonna be is it gonna be a triple threat match for the title? Like Cody Rhodes versus Rock versus the Roman Reigns, or it's Seth Rollins and CM Punk is gonna take a back seat and not get that main event that they want. Like it's kind of interesting.
I mean, if I was booking it, I seriously just go with Seth versus Punk day one and Roman versus Cody day two, because at the end of the day, I look at the long term sticking around versus the short term moment to be found. And I think that stories should culminate in one-on-one matches on the Grand Station Mall. I don't think there should be multi-person or triple threat for a singles championship. I don't. But funny enough, this guy over here is really trying to book a triple threat for WrestleMania in the exact way you're talking about.
I'm just saying it's happened the last 2 times,
I know.
20 and 30. So keeps the momentum going with 40.
It annoys me though. Seriously.
But if anything, WWE is predictable when it comes to cycles.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Damn it. All right.
The only reason I think WrestleMania 30 wasn't at the Garden was because they were beyond that by that point. Everything had been in stadiums since like 23.
Head west on Ash Street.
22, 23. So,
Yeah. 22 was the last one, I think. That was
because
not
it was at Staples.
22. No, the 22 was in Chicago. Yeah, it was in Chicago, wasn't it?
Street.
But it was
That's-
at the
yeah.
arena.
Yeah.
Stadium.
Okay, so it was an arena, not a stadium.
Yep.
So 23 then was the first one, but still.
Yeah.
Right.
They had already exceeded that point. Otherwise, I would almost bet you money 30 would have been at the Garden too, just like 1 and 10 and 20.
Yeah, I agree. There's no argument there. I definitely agree. But when you get more revenue out of 80,000 people over 2 days versus 20,000 people on one day, the business ends justify the means. There's no arguing that.
Exactly.
But again, you got to remember the way they book WrestleMania out now is about stadiums and about bidding. MetLife, which was billed as the New York, New Jersey area, was in for 29. It could have just easily been for 30. They won the bid that year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down
fuck
to.
this, never mind.
I thought that Jeff Dossey's voice yelling so much too. I'm like, wow, Jeff was this like it was he in the stadium.
Right.
Right.
How do you guys enjoy Raw on TV perspective? Like, was it more louder than expected? Like, any things that you wish you could have saw? Like that you didn't see? Like, out of curiosity, because there was a lot of things that they add during the commercial breaks, like kind of funny because Kofi Kingston was dancing with the DX, like. Do your crotch chops, people, and you see a lot of those kids doing the crotch chops. They're kind of freaking hilarious.
Well,
crowd engagement segments.
I can't really respond to that question because I watched it live this time through the Discord, so I had to have my shit muted so it wouldn't get picked up by my microphone and then us get copyright pinged. So I'm not going to be able to take in like the real experience until we get off of this and I can watch it back West Coast time. Which it's already started, but I can always start it over. That's not an issue.
Right.
But yeah, I won't be able to see like the crowd reaction and the pops and even be able to hear what The Rock was saying until I watch it back. I was just basically reacting to what Noah was saying he was saying.
Yeah. I had the full thing, and I'm just gonna end it like this because I know you got 3 hours, and I want you all to drive home safely. God bless you both. Fuck commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of hard to tell, like when they went to commercial. Cause I was telling my sister, like when they went to commercial, because you kind of see the cut on the big screen. But I kind of feel bad for the Giovanni and the Imperium versus Kofi Kingston and Jay Uso match, because obviously you think there was going to be leaning for Jay versus Gunther versus in the Royal Rumble, but unfortunately, I know this is spoiler for JJ because he hasn't seen it yet. He suffered I think a concussion during the match, and they call off the match. And
yeah, we saw the match get called off on the air, and we were waiting for them to show a replay so we could see what happened because we were engaged in a different part of the conversation. We completely missed it.
Yeah,
so we had to wait for a replay to see what happened there.
Yeah.
And just hopefully Giovanni will be okay.
Yeah. That was a drop kick. Giovanni was going to do something on the top rope, and once he flipped, Kofi countered with the drop kick and basically hit his head right.
Yeah.
Like right, and that's what at the moment we missed it because I was talking to Arlene because she was asking about she was checking the concessions and the merchandise, and I was asking her how the line was, and she told me it was pretty short once it was calmed down. But once we saw the replay, and I told Arlene what happened. Like most likely that's why they called up the match and gave the match to them. Because it was leading to something, but it didn't go that way. So hopefully WWE finds a way, possible to recuperate Jey Uso momentum, and hopefully Giovanni comes out clean. That it was just lights out for temporary, but because Chris Nowinski has been a doctor for the WWE, and I know how serious it is and how impactful it comes for wrestlers. So hopefully for his sake, it's safe and he could come back to action as soon as possible.
That's the best thing we can all hope for. Absolutely. All right.
All I gotta say is it was worth our 3 hours because we went 3 hours to LA, no Rock, 2 hours to San Diego. We got the Rock. It was all worth it.
There you go.
Yeah,
we're glad.
We went to WrestleMania expecting a Rock because we heard the rumors that just in case Cody did lose, we thought Rock may have come back in the end of the match, challenging Roman Reigns to next year, but nothing came up out of it, and I'm like, that's so sad. And but once we got the Rock, it's like, wow, it took us only 8 months to get the Rock finally come down through. That's kind of like, I wish I could have recorded his lines, but I don't want to be copyright, and being sued by WWE. I can't fight that system.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So have a good night, guys. Hopefully we see you tomorrow at NXT Evil. That's going to be a hell of a show too, and I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you guys for popping in. Thank you guys for coming on with your thoughts and everything.
We're like head of the table.
Yeah, but you're the head of the multiverse as far as I'm concerned. Appreciate both of you. Drive safe, and we'll engage again virtually in the chat or on air again soon, I assure you. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, bye. Kick us up because we're driving.
Jeff's got it.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Woo!
Again, hell of a day one, hell of a show to kick things off. I'm looking forward to more action, more adventure, more stimulation this week. New Year's Evil tomorrow, Wrestle Kingdom Wednesday into Thursday, New Year's Revolution on Friday, open mic night on Saturday, and then Mimi's on Sunday.
Amen. But I'm ready for Mimi's right now because I actually have work in the morning. So let's go ahead and send us out, brother.
For the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster. For the man whose name is on the marquee, Jeff Meacham. To Arlene and Emmanuel, thank you for popping in. And to everybody in the chat room who has joined us throughout the evening today, thank you again for the super chats. And we will see you guys tomorrow for our coverage of New Year's Evil and Stat Boy Sports Bar.
Have a good night, folks.